Frankly, those people who make that shit up should be sued. They should be sued into oblivion. But I'm not a rich man, and I don't have the means to do it. You know, some of that stuff out there has been insanely damaging and messed up, the things they said about me and my family. That's completely false, and they have absolutely no factual corroboration for any of it.
Who?
I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce.
Hello, Jew.
Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. Gifted a body that has a lot of shortcomings, okay? Yes, that's true. Bad back injury. A severely herniated gout. You. Yes, that's true. Most days like gout. Oozing with grit. Act like an ass. He's a racist. He's a sexist. He's a scammer. He's this. He's that. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Stupid mouth drooler. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. And they completely soaked the sandwich in sauce.
Yo! Meerkat Mall.
Yo! Juicy, tangy, moist, gourmet level burger. That's robust. Safe to swallow. Juicy, tangy, moist cheeseburger. Getting all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy zip, whirl, moist burger. Yummy and robust. Yo! I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joints. So I'm gonna eat this burger live with you today and share what I think about it. I'm sure people are gonna be asking me questions about it. Yo! Juicy, tangy, moist, gourmet level, timed release of flavors. Burger, that's robust. Juicy, tangy, moist burger. Getting all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy, whirl, moist burger. Yo!
Yes, everyone, yes.
Gow. Cheeseburger. My
Yes,
hand
everyone.
is completely covered in sauce.
Yes, everyone, yes. Yes, everyone, yes.
Laughing my ass off. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Yes, everyone, yes.
Chocolate starfish!
Yo! Meerkat Mall.
Got the bag, got the bag, got the bag. Jasper just did that! Jasper?
I'm touching anytime I feel like it. Period. I'm touching him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing
Meerkat Mall.
children.
Hello, my children, my friends, my buddies, and my family members. Welcome to yet another live stream on the internet. It is I, the chocolate starfish in the flesh.
Meerkat Mob.
And we're gonna watch some fucking stupid DSP shit. Hello, my children.
Hello, my children.
Ah, yes, everyone is here today.
Yes, everyone, yes.
Yes, yes. What's up? We're doing a stream. We're gonna watch Phil's day off as he licks his lips a record number of times because they're too dry from drinking alcohol. And that's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the stupid pre-stream while it's lasting, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And tomorrow I'm gonna wake up again. Another day on this fucking miserable planet. And yeah.
What the fuck is your problem, you dumb fuck?
I don't know. Last time we caught up with Philip, I guess it was yesterday, and he had a meaningful midlife crisis segment where he was getting old because he's 41. And you know, when you get to 41, you're basically like 85 if you don't think about it and, you know, you don't take it seriously. So Phil just posted up that we are live. So anytime now, in the next 20 fucking minutes, he's actually going to start this stream, which gives me a little bit of time to turn on some music so we can have something in the background type situation. Oh, I was listening to some fucking music today. I forgot what it was. I wanted to put it in the background. Was it like fucking some Sega Genesis shit? Sega Saturn? Music? I don't know. Fuck it. As long as it's long. There you go. Literally 100 fucking hours. Hell yeah, we're gonna be relaxing to the beats of Sega Saturn from 1995. Back in the day before I was alive. Oh yeah, isn't that relaxing? Ah yes, we are relaxing now, my children.
Yes, everyone, yes. Hello, my children.
This is a perfectly like whimsical song for Hello My Children segment.
Hello, my children.
Bill Ross. I think there was the super chap. Big ups to whoever it was. Wait, let me see. Because I can't see. Big ups Mr. Extravagant. Did it play? Oh wait, I have my shit screwed up again. I need to fix it. Yes, my children, yes, I'm fixing it. There we go, my children. There we go, I have fixed it.
No!
Big ups at Meerkat Mob and chat.
Hey, big ups, dude. I think, yep, everything should be lit. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not watching any more fucking Craig shit. I'm so sick of this interview. I am so fucking tired of it. It can't go away fast enough. It's the most fucking tedious, boring, repetitive shit. I don't give a fuck about Craig and his stupid journalism degree. If he's a good journalist, he doesn't need trolls to send him hundreds of hours of videos and clips. He can sit down and research shit for himself. So fuck him. And fuck DSP. That goes without saying. There's no date set. It's sometime next week because both of them, they want to milk it for all it's worth. So every bit of attention counts. Because Craig's fucking podcast is not very hot. And Phil's fucking podcast is actually hotter than that. Because he actually gets at least some kind of attention. Yes, it's people that hate him, but it still counts. The algorithm doesn't care as long as you get attention.
Yes, everyone, yes.
Yes, everyone, yes. Now, DSP's not gonna cancel. He's gonna show up. Because the trolls said he's gonna cancel. And if he cancels, the trolls are right. And the trolls can be right. They're never right. They just lie about stuff. There's always just a nugget of truth. And after the podcast, what's gonna suck is he's gonna have a whole podcast of his own jerking himself off about how amazing it actually was and how the trolls, they tried to mess with me and they failed.
Chocolate starfish. Programming sucks.
Chocolate starfish!
Yeah, it was programming is pretty obnoxious sometimes, but when it works, it's cool, kind of like everything else. But the thing is, you gotta make it work, and sometimes you can't, and you just gotta sit there and not make it work. So yeah, it fucking sucks. Let's drink some beer and watch his stupid stream. And let's see, today he's probably gonna end up talking about his fucking birthday celebration. By the way, what's up with that? Is he running some stupid polls again? Is he running some other stupid things? Of course, here we have a private video. Here we have a stupid community post that is reposted for no reason. I don't even know why people like these posts. It's literally just a generic post. What makes you like a post like this? We have another private video. And of course, he doesn't bother deleting them because he doesn't care. It's like, more is more. So as much spam as possible, it means better. It means more content. You're actually producing content, dude. Then we got, what do we got? Nothing. It's just the same thing over and over again. It's like I'm scrolling through the same 5 posts. Let me see. What is DSP Reacts? What is DSP Reacts? Oh, he released a new video again. Angry Joe, Brit faceplant in bad menu translations. And these videos are amazing, of course. What? It's the best episode yet. DSP Reacts, The Last of Us, episode 8. He put this on his spotlighted videos and it only made 800 views for 2 days. So he's probably gonna complain about that because he's not Mr. Views unless he is. Oh, there we go. He's gonna be watching Joker. Tonight I will be reviewing the movie Joker on DSP React. So he watched Joker already.
Yes, everyone, yes.
Yes. I got you guys. It's almost like it's about me. It's a guy that, like, he's like a nice guy, but society, they just treat him like shit. And he doesn't deserve any of that treatment. He tries his best. And in the end, of course, like, the bad things happen. I can't spoil it for you guys in case you haven't seen it yet. Are we gonna start soon? Oh, and we're plugging Patreon on the pre-stream. Of course, that was always a thing. So, yeah. And, I sure am gonna be watching this fucking review. I'm very excited. It's gonna be awesome. And, that's about it. I mean, yeah. A schedule update. Not reading this. Great day from streaming. Here is updated schedule. And here we're crying about advertisers. I didn't see Craig talking about that he wants detractors to do a face reveal. I don't think it matters if I reveal my face calling him a stupid retard, or if I don't, I'm gonna call him a stupid retard anyways. If I find that I should call him like that. So he should just go do his thing and do his podcast shenanigans. And do that fucking interview and just get it over with and go back to where he came from. Honestly, I couldn't care less at this point. This is like the most like a non thing going on. So fucking obnoxious. Because it's like it's both of them. They're just trying to stall for as long as possible. Speaking of stalling, we're about to begin. Ah, yes, children, yes, yes.
Hello, my children. Hello, my hello. Yes, everyone, yes.
Yes, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Introducing the Pig Roach. And this is the worst photo, dude. This photo fucking sucks. I'm gonna mute this because this fucking song is, I find it to be extremely obnoxious. It's very obnoxious. And of course, we use the only green screen footage that ever exists of DSP from like 2016.
You need help.
Dark Sea Devil. My name is who? My name is Chica Chica. Yeah, that's a better fucking song. That song is actually lit. Yeah. Created by Phil Burnell. Is he gonna pretend he didn't see us now? Is it gonna be a fake out intro?
Hello everyone.
Oh no, it's a normal intro.
And welcome to the Level 1 podcast.
And he's quiet.
Having fun down here on Level 1. Welcome to a new streaming week. A beautiful streaming week. Ooh, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well. I'm back from my break. Yesterday was my day off from streaming. Today is Thursday, the 9th of March, 2023. And we got an exciting week ahead for sure. A good balance of stuff coming up. And? Ew, I just got it. But no, and the possibility of something new. All right? So,
oops.
We got quite a lot to talk about today. Seriously, we do. We got game news. We got Phil's day off. We got the fallout from my video that I made last thing impromptu.
Fallout?
Day before I left you all.
What fallout? Oh no. Oh no.
A new movie review.
Oh no.
And more. So we got a ton to talk about.
This is gonna be great.
Show.
This is gonna be great.
I think, as always, we should start.
We're gonna have the same segment that he spent 20 minutes of.
So
okay, 20 minutes.
Out of the way.
Oh no, we can't skip through this.
Schedule. Get it out of the way. Then we
enjoy, have fun.
Topics going on.
Ah yes.
So today, first gameplay stream after the show ends is Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Probably the last session of the game. We're gonna talk about that in a moment in regards to the video that I put out, you know, on Tuesday night. And the feedback that I've received on it over the last, you know, day and a half.
What is the feedback?
Quite interesting feedback, actually.
Quite interesting. Let me guess. People told him to quit the game, and he will.
Picking up right where we left off, I'm
gonna be super surprised, you guys.
Now, from what everyone seems to be saying, Lu Bu is the hardest boss in the game. For clarification purposes, Wolong Fallen Dynasty is around 30 to 35 hours long, but Lu Bu is the hardest boss in the game. I'm only 10 hours, well, okay, 10 and a half hours in. So 1/3 into the game, they put the hardest boss. I would like you to think about that for a second. In the realm of game design, how many games do you think it makes sense to put the hardest challenge of the game 1/3 into the game, and then the game's a cakewalk afterwards? Right? Seems to me, perhaps the game has some flaws. As I've been saying all along, but a lot of people like to sugarcoat or ignore the flaws just because of these get good style games.
What? Who does that? Who did that,
I hate to
Phil?
say it,
Man.
but I don't know. We're gonna see. The reason that really
A lot of people, man. He's just being real. He's just being honest, you guys.
Saying they were really hoping that I was gonna get to and at least challenge Lu Bu. I did get to him in the last like 10 minutes of the last stream, and only had about 10 minutes to take him on. I didn't have time to really fight him. Since I have a whole stream today, and I did dedicate myself to.
Why is he rocking so hard? It's like he's shit in his pants and is just trying to like get comfortable or something.
In the stage, and then take him on.
It's just like constant movement. Just fucking relax, dude. What is up?
Today's Lu Bu day.
It's Lu Bu day.
The whole reason I'm playing this again. If we beat him, that's like a bonus. Like, I'm not even expecting to beat him. If he really is the hardest thing in the game, yeah, I'm expecting that this might take all day to beat. Okay, if I even beat him. So we'll see what happens.
Mega rocking, bro. This dude is like, does he have vertigo or something? What is happening to him? Stop rocking like that. Chillax, relax.
Great.
You have a comfy gamer chair. Come on, lean back.
Lots of side content that we
Jesus Christ. The dude is like, fucking, we're going. It's like he's boxing somebody and he's trying to dodge him constantly.
Night chill streams. It's a really good time. So I hope you will join me for that tonight.
It's not even like 5 minutes in, he's already tweaking out.
We're now in the 3rd season, the winter. We had a good progress last stream. This time around, we're hoping for more.
Oh man.
More story-based progress, and we shall see. We'll see how that goes, but it should be good as we're heading slowly into the end game. And then tomorrow night will be Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Exciting.
Night chill stream. Saturday, it is my weekly React stream over on DSP Reacts, DSP versus the Internet, where the channel members of DSP Reacts will be suggesting videos from all over YouTube for me to watch and for me to react to in a 3-hour-long stream, okay? We're starting to get into the groove of this being a weekly thing now. I know it's a little weird because it changed. At first it was Fridays, now it's Saturdays, but it should stay as Saturday likely for the foreseeable
Yeah,
future.
big ups for the 5 gifts, Infidel
So,
Castro.
that's
Big ups,
Saturday,
man.
And the Saturday night.
Thanks for
is up in the
swinging
air
by with the
but
contribution.
It might be Call of Duty. I'm actually thinking maybe we should throw
Call of Duty? He's still playing Call of Duty?
just for variety purposes.
When was the last time he did it?
Sunday, the main gameplay stream is really what's in
Call
question.
of Duty.
Because Sunday's main gameplay stream will be.
Why would he even do that?
If I keep playing Wolong, or if we do something new.
Yo,
Two options will either
he
be-
still doesn't know if he's gonna be playing Wolong or he's gonna quit it. The dude hates the game, and it doesn't get support, and he still doesn't know if he's gonna quit it or not.
You know that people.
Why?
Since I beat Elden Ring last year.
Like, dude, you obviously wanna quit it.
Your guidance.
He's not liking it, he doesn't get the money. He had a 20-minute fucking special dedicated video about it.
Later this year.
That he's getting too old for games like that. God damn. Now I don't know, man. So he's trying to tell me that those 20-minute video was completely fucking worthless.
Yeah, I know. 2 weeks.
Was for no reason.
This
If he
week,
still
I
doesn't
have
know.
to film the
He's still waiting for your
my
feedback.
patrons for the month. I think there's 3 I have to film, but the other thing is, since I'll have a little bit of extra time, I'll take that extra time to work on other stuff behind the scenes, like taxes and stuff that I still need to work on, and make good use of that time. So Sunday night, I will not be here for a late night stream, but then I
Okay.
will still be here Monday and Tuesday, and what we're going to do is one day will be Hogwarts, and one day will either be Wolong or whatever new game we started on Sunday, and then the night streams
Alright, hot.
Like a Dragonetian and Oblivion, okay?
That is hot.
So that is the schedule for the week. Okay, I hope that sounds good to everyone. I hope that that's, in line with what you were
So
expecting.
the schedule, this is one of the fastest schedule segments of all time, honestly.
The end.
But we're gonna compensate with a bunch of like repeated topics from last time
I have an update regarding DSP Reacts because
and update on DSP
members
Reacts.
have been voting on 2 different polls.
Oh, he got me. He got me. Just when I thought the schedule was done, he was like, but wait, I have a second channel.
Is what is the next
Enjoy DSP Reacts, you guys.
doing? And we already talked about this, but allow me to reiterate. The
Let's
next long-form
reiterate.
reaction
We talked about this, but let's talk about it again.
happen around the end of
Why
the
wouldn't we do that?
all day long event, just like the Pro Jared documentary react that I did a couple weeks ago. All right, I am locking it in as of now.
His setup is cringe AF. DoorDash hiring Phil.
Honestly, his setup is the best it's been pretty much ever. I gotta give him that. His setup has never looked more professional than this. Yes, he looks terrible because that ring light makes him look like trash, and he's wearing a weirdo Sonic the Hedgehog child's t-shirt, but that's on him, basically.
The long form react will be on March 26th.
The long form react.
Okay.
And we're gonna be watching
Does it
Wings.
make
Just
sense?
strap in.
The 25th will be DSP.
It's gonna be
versus the
watching
internet.
Wings 100%.
Then the 26th could be the long form react, okay? And the way I'm going to do this is, if you're not aware, there's a giant new release coming out on Friday the 24th. It is Resident Evil 4 Remake. So rather than me not play this game multiple days, I'm going to play Resident Evil 4 Remake all day long that Friday. On Saturday the 25th, we're going to do DSP versus the internet on the first stream, and the late stream will be more Resident Evil 4 Remake here on DSP Gaming. Then yes, that Sunday the 26th, I will be doing the long form react all day.
Who got banned?
And on
What did
Monday,
they say?
It's Resident Evil 4 Remake again as the main
We'll
stream.
never know.
So we will get lots of Resident Evil 4 Remake plus a lot of React content.
The camera going crazy trying to focus. He's
Okay.
rocking so hard.
So anyway, the members, that is people who are channel members, over on DSP React,
Okay.
have been voting on the long form React event. In addition, for about a day and a half now, they have been voting on a new video for me to make. They want me to basically review something, and we were talking about this over the last few days. What would we be doing? What would you like to see me watch and review over on DSP React? So what I'd like to do before we get ahead of ourselves is give you the results of these polls, all right? And
Let's
that way
get
we
the
can
results,
kinda,
okay? Let's get them, please.
solidify what's going to happen this week.
Yeah,
okay?
please. Let's
So,
just get to it.
heading over to DSP React, heading over to the community tab. Where
Okay.
the polls are located. Okay, and refreshing here. First of all, let me give you the update and the results of the poll regarding what you guys would like to see me react to as a review this week. All right? So here are the
Joker.
options. The Batman, which is
Joker.
the Robert Pattinson movie. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie.
Joker.
Joker, the Joaquin
Joker.
Phoenix movie. Peacemaker, the John Cena television series. Or Velma, the cartoon series. All right? 34 votes were cast out of the 71 members that we had. That's less than half. I would hope that people who are channel members of DSP React,
Bro, they don't give a
like to
fuck.
exercise
They give
their
you money
power
because you cry about it. They don't actually care about you and the shit you're gonna watch, man. They don't actually care.
that are going to pop up from time to time, and I'm always going to put them on the community.
The engaging one.
As well.
Dark Side Phil.
34 votes. It is what it is. I got to work with what I get, right? I have 71 members, 31 votes, or 34 votes. The votes are as follows. The Batman, 12%. Peacemaker, 12%. Velma, 12%. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 12. No, I'm kidding. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 32%. And Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix movie, also 32%. So essentially what we have is a tie between Sonic the
Are we
Hedgehog 2
serious?
and Joker. You may say, well, Phil, how are you going to break this tie?
Well, Phil, break the tie by watching the movie that is not a sequel to something you've never seen before.
Well, it's very simple.
It's very simple.
I already watched Joker.
Nah.
That's how I'm breaking the tie. I watched it.
There we
so
go.
I'm going to be reviewing the Joaquin Phoenix movie Joker tonight, this very night.
He's gonna say it was too violent. Oh my god, it should be like, this is a comic book movie. It should be that violent.
It'll be, you know, very similar to my reviews of the Last of Us television series.
As in bad?
Talking for about
Oh.
however long.
The
Whether
reviews are talking, you guys.
it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20
'Cause
minutes.
it's similar to his other reviews where it's talking.
All right. I mean, yes, there'll definitely be plot spoilers, and I'll say that in the review as soon as I start.
Okay.
But this is a movie that a ton of people saw back in 2019, and a lot of people had a lot to say about it, and I never saw it until the last 24 hours.
So why would somebody care about what you have to say about a movie that everybody else who is way more respected already said what they think about it? Why would we care about what a dude who doesn't watch movies thinks about a movie?
I'm going to review it tonight. I hope you guys will check out my review. And
I don't know. I guess
you go.
because he's a big fan of the Batman or
DSP
something.
Reacts, I would like to have content 6 days a week, similar to how I have content 6 days a week here on DSP Gaming. Okay? The way I see doing that is DSP versus the internet.
Yeah, what's up, Spencer? How's it going,
I
man?
stream it, I do 2 parts, and then each day after is 4 parts. And then I should have some kind of a review that I do like on day 5, you see? So, or day 6 actually, that should be. So you'll always have content, and it'll be like 1 day's break from content on DSP Reacts.
Break from content.
Video again, or another stream.
We're breaking the habit.
There will be some exceptions.
But it's not like, it's content that he streams. Okay, never mind. You know how it works. It's trash.
Where I do a long form react, that's going to be split up just like everything else, and likely those are going to end up filling a lot of time. All right. So the way I see it, DSP Reacts is a vibrant channel. You got content on there every day. Now, not every
It's
single
a
video
vibrant
that's
channel.
the ballpark winner. That's the nature of React content.
Yeah, we get it.
The members are submitting. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. Case in point, some of the videos this week from DSP versus
Yo, we gotta do this every week. Every single week. Oh, what reacts did I like this week? But isn't that like the channels are separated? Why are we talking about the React channel on the fucking gaming channel? You're confusing me, Phil.
to Angry Joe, people seem to like that. Some of the other ones that were just random things, not so much, okay? But I'm happy. I'm happy that people are enjoying the
Hey,
content
he's
over
happy.
there. And I'm now happy to be bringing you reviews because I'm totally okay with maybe once a week watching something. If not twice a week, because if there's
What
not
makes you think
content
I don't
on the
like
show
Fallout?
to watch and review,
I
maybe
like
watch,
Fallout.
2 pieces of content.
I even bought Fallout
One
76.
show, and then put out like 2 reviews.
And then the fucking Mothman scared the shit out of me and I rage quit and I've never played since. Because the fucking Mothman is scary as fuck, man.
So let me know if you're liking these reviews, okay?
Look at this motherfucker. Look at him.
Kind of funny because I've been reviewing the Last of Us television show every week now for the last month. Every review's done well except this last one. If you actually take a look at the results of the one, episode 8, and you compare it to the results of all the other Last
And
of
he
Us
put it on
shows
his
done,
featured.
it's got like way less attention. And I really feel the reason why is because the way I titled it. I titled it, it's the best episode yet. So I
Oh yeah, you should have lied.
But
You should have said it's a massive piece of shit for some cheap views.
other review I've done for Last of Us has gotten over.
DSP, if you think that your title of your video actually makes a big difference in whether or not you're gonna get some fucking views, then your videos are not very good.
1,000 views. So if I'm positive about it, people don't like it. They just want negativity.
Right. Well, that's your whole gimmick, dude.
Stuff. Well, I'm not going to constantly be pooping. I mean,
Well, you're not gonna be getting good
good
fucking views then.
I'm not enjoying. I'm going to be critical of it. There's been some episodes of The Last of Us that I didn't like, or I didn't like as much. I thought they were weak. This last episode, episode 8, was the best in the series, in my opinion. So I'm going to be honest and say I like it. Now, the finale's coming up this week. This should be interesting because not only am I going to review episode 9, I'm also going to summarize my thoughts on the entire series. So perhaps the series closing review will do better. But I'm curious now, so now I'm not going to be reviewing The Last of Us. I'm going to be reviewing Joker tonight. How will that video do? I'm very curious.
Bro, it's years after it came out.
On a lot of
Why would they care?
You know, will people subscribe to the
Hey,
channel?
big ups for the sub, Ariel Thas.
I guess the only thing that we can do is try it out and see what happens, right? So Joker review coming tonight. Now,
Dude, Stream Elements redid the UI on their event list, and it looks like shit now. It's 1,000 times worse.
Dawson's story has 26%.
No, he's gonna be watching Wings. There's no point even to listen to him reading out the votes. He's gonna be watching Wings, period. We knew from day one. From the moment he put out that poll. Nobody's gonna fucking want him to watch Shane Dawson or Ice Poseidon. Because one dude suggested it.
Follow-up documentary titled The Continual Fall of Wings of Redemption from last year.
Yes,
has 34%
everyone,
of
yes.
the vote. Now, that has 38 votes. That does mean that more than half of the members over on DSP Reacts have voted on that poll, and that one's been live for over 3 days. That poll will continue to run till the end of this week. Once this week ends, I'll be closing that off, and we're going to lock it in what the next React event will be. If you're a channel member over on DSP Reacts, you're running out of time to vote on that poll and make your voice known. Or maybe you're someone who now is interested in this channel.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, my children. Maybe you should go support the channel.
Yes, everyone,
You
yeah.
have to vote quickly because it will be at the end of this week.
FOMO. He's using that FOMO that he learned from mobile games. You guys, you don't have time. Go vote. Go vote. Please go vote.
Vote. Make your voice known before we lock into what the next
Go vote now.
React is. As of now, it's the next Rings of Redemption documentary.
Rings of Redemption.
Hello, my children.
Okay. By the way, that one's even much longer than the last one. This one's over 2 hours long.
Yeah. Oh, no. And Wings is going to be watching him again because Wings is more desperate than ever. Because he had a 670 cuck on his own stream and he was telling him to be more like DSP. It was ridiculous.
All right. So that is the update
Honestly, it is.
on all of the
Yes,
React
yes,
stuff
yes,
as of
yes,
now.
everyone,
All right,
yes.
remember, the next React stream, Saturday, mainstream, DSP versus the Internet. I hope you'll join me over there, 12:45 p.m. Pacific.
Did this even
Okay.
play? No, there wasn't
All right,
a
continuing
TTS
now
on
we're
this.
gonna get to other topics. We're done with the schedule.
What?
You know what's funny? My mouth is bothering me today.
You should lick your lips.
For the next pack of whatever you smoke, banana, cigarette, praying gesture.
But you know I'm gonna get this money a month and a half from now?
Did you ever eat something
Huh?
that like scraped or cut the roof of your mouth?
Bro.
It just is annoying for like a
Dude
day
is
or two.
falling
So
apart.
yesterday, my wife and I ordered Mexican food for the first time in a long time.
Hey, they ordered food
A
again.
bunch of tortilla
Of
chips
course.
with salsa.
And he hurt himself.
Tortilla chips, these restaurant
Bro hurts himself eating food.
quality fresh tortilla
He's
chips.
fucking falling
And one
apart.
of them just went like scraped the top of my mouth in the back over here, and it hurts. It's inflamed. Like, I fucking hate that, and it's been bothering me all night. And now it's bothering me today as I'm talking here on stream. I'm like, oh, it's gonna bother me all day, isn't it? It's so annoying.
Yeah, you should just fucking
That's neither here nor there.
uninstall yourself,
Let's
dude.
talk about the
Your life is too hard at this point. You should just wrap it up.
the schedule or the.
There's no
day off.
point. Like, let's be honest. There's no point. Why bother? Why suffer?
Let's talk about the schedule. Let's talk about my day off yesterday, shall we?
Let's do that.
Yesterday was my day off from.
Not even a
school.
soundboard.
It's time for a little segment I like to call Phil's Day Off.
Hey man, I want you to suck a dog off.
Yesterday was my day off from streaming. Yesterday, I didn't do a heck of a lot outside of the house, outside of the absolute necessities. Why? Because I told you last week going on, I was completely strapped. Like, no exaggeration. I was like down to the last dollar penny pinching, trying to
What?
make ends meet so I could have my day off. Everything that I needed to do.
Oh, he was penny pinching. And this week they fucking ordered Mexican food. That's what you do. You're penny pinch one week and next week you're balling.
Off on doing them.
Penny pinching.
You know, for as long as we can now, because I couldn't afford it.
What a fucking piece of shit scrub.
Life. Sometimes you have weeks like that.
What a
right?
worthless
That's okay.
fucking
That's life.
sack
That's
of
the nature
trash.
of-
That's life. That's life. One week you're balling, the next week you're penny pinching. I wonder what penny pinching means. Did they even cook their own meal? When was the last time he talked about actually cooking?
Adult life is that sometimes you're gonna have to, everything's going great, you got excess, and sometimes you don't have enough, and you got to kind of cut corners. And that's exactly what we had to do this week. We had to cut corners because, you know, it was a slower week. I mean, I've told you the past couple of weeks actually, there's been a lot of slower, slower days when it comes to things like support on the streams, and that's just a matter of fact, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, you're not gonna sit here. It's not the end of the world, but at the same time, yeah, it has negatively affected me. So basically, I went out, I went grocery shopping, and I penny pinched. We basically said, well, what do we have in the house that we can use to make a meal right now?
That's what everybody does, dude. Hey, I wonder what I have at home so I don't have to buy stuff from the store. I do this on a daily basis. That's just called existing.
Oh, we already had some leftover ingredients from this and this.
Oh, you had ingredients. Wow, really?
Component and make a meal out of it.
Yo, Phil. Wow, I respect you a lot more now. I should tip him.
You see, so that's kind of what we did for a couple of
Incredible.
days.
He got to flex with that. We trying to save some money by doing things every normal human being does.
You know, and I had to go to the pet store this week because Jasper was out of dry food. So right there, the bag of dry food's over $20, you know. And, you know, a few other things here or there. You know, nothing too crazy. But basically, I was out and about doing my thing. But mostly yesterday was a day when I stayed home and I watched Kat play the entirety of Life is Strange True Colors. Yes, she had never played a Life is Strange game before. And she was looking for a game on Game Pass the night before because she had beaten Hogwarts Legacy and she's looking for something else to play. And I told her, I said, I think you're going to like the game. Even if you can put up with the cringy, hipsterish, you know, really silly stuff that's in the game, it's not overbearingly pounding you with that hipsterish stuff. Past that.
Imagine I played the
I
Cyrax.
actually felt that the game was a great story. So, you know, it took a little bit of convincing, but she decided to give it a shot. She played the entirety of the game yesterday, 10 hours, because she liked it so much. She couldn't stop playing it.
On International Women's Day, that's what she did. She was just playing games and he just sat there for 10 hours.
Yes, we laughed
On our day off that we enjoy and relax together.
together.
They laugh
and
together.
The hilarious parts of the ridiculousness of it. Because there are ridiculous parts of it.
I mean, honestly, I don't give a fuck. It's just kind of funny because I see them as like characters from The Sims. I don't care if they want to fucking watch video games or watch porn or whatever.
The writing is really bad, or the characters are just obnoxious. But that's
Yeah, big ups, you boy.
There's a game
It's
where
not
that's
gonna
not
pound cat.
overbearing.
Nobody will,
That's not the
honestly.
majority of the game.
Not even
They keep
Tyrone
up
at
with
this
it.
point.
And that's the difference between, I feel, Life is Strange True Colors and Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 2 is like this constant, overbearing theme of, oh, all these Americans in America are racist and they hate you if you're not white. And I'm watching, I'm like, yes, there are people like that. Don't get me wrong. There are absolutely people like that in America who are racist idiots. But it doesn't constitute the entirety of America. But if you played Life is Strange 2, you sure as hell would think that. Because, like,
What?
literally in every episode of Life is Strange 2, the two brothers are encountering people who hate them because of their race. It's the stupidest
You know,
thing.
I don't know.
So misrepresented
I don't fucking know.
of what
I don't know.
America really is. So when you play Life is Strange True Colors, it's not like that. You know, there are some really ridiculous things there, but at the same time, again, you can kind of roll with it, laugh with it, and it's absolutely not that overbearing, and the plot is great. And by the way, this is the most modern one. It's from a couple years back. The graphics are pretty good for it, and I actually really like some of the gameplay elements as well. Kat actually loved it. I was really happy that she did because that was a game that I really enjoyed on stream a couple years ago when it was new, and I'm very happy that she enjoyed it as much as I did. So basically, it was a good chill day together where I kind of watched her play, you know, and it was fun to watch because of the narrative, but also gameplay elements, and you know, it was a very good chill time together with my wife. I really enjoyed that. And like I said, for dinner we ordered Mexican food. We haven't had it in many months. The last time that we ordered Mexican, so here's the thing. This is the drawback of ordering food through any of these delivery apps. Okay? So
All right, bro. I'm just gonna point out the obvious. 1 week you're penny pinching. You don't learn your lesson. So you keep spending frivolously on DoorDash, which was at least $60. You can't convince me it was anything less than 60. And you don't learn anything. So next week you could be broke again, and you're still gonna be quote unquote penny pinching. Good job, Phil. Good job.
Like this particular
fucking
Mexican
idiot.
restaurant in our area. We find it to be the best one. Okay? There is one that is near our local mall. Okay? And that's the one that we go to. And if we're out and about, that's where we would eat if we were going to get Mexican food. We go to that restaurant physically. Well, it's a chain. And sadly, when you have a chain, okay, sometimes each piece of the chain, each franchise is not equivalent. And I've talked about that over the last couple of years, how franchises in America are very weird, because you could go to one place that says it's the same.
Why don't you make your own food?
Walk in and get one experience, and then literally
Thanks for the sub, Sheldon
another
797.
one that's the same franchise, supposed to be the same business, and get completely different quality, service,
Yes,
and everything.
yes. Different people work there, and they do different quality of work. This is not a fucking video game. They're not programmed. They're humans that work there, and some of them are lazy and don't care, and other ones care.
It's very weird that these franchises don't enforce consistency in their business.
Consistency.
They absolutely should, and they don't. It's pretty pathetic.
It's pathetic,
so
yeah.
in this
It's
case-
pathetic you gotta cry about it on your overprivileged podcast after just saying that you were broke last week.
All right?
I think that's pathetic. I think the 41-year-old man with the Sonic t-shirt that is way too small for him crying about fast food is pathetic. This might as well be the definition of pathetic.
We had always been ordering Mexican food from this one restaurant. And then, I believe it was last year, it was late last year, we decided to order again, and the food came from a different chain, or excuse me, a different franchise location, because there is another one that's about equal distance.
Yeah, was it the one that was spilled?
From,
It was
but
spilled
little
in
did we
the
know,
bag.
This one was far inferior. So to give you some
Yeah.
perspective,
For perspective
sometimes we order
purposes.
Mexican food, and if we ordered from the good one, it would come in a big, nice, deep black plastic container, a big, deep
Wow.
dish with a snap-on lid, sectional. So let's say you were ordering, I don't know, enchiladas. Your enchiladas would come in one section, your beans would be in one section, and your rice would be in one section, all nicely contained in this container, and it would be nice and neat, and everything would be good. Okay? Chips, they always come with chips. Salsa always comes with free salsa. Okay? Always. Free. You don't have to pay for it. It just comes with it complimentary from this restaurant. So we ordered, this was last year, we ordered from the same restaurant. It shows up, it's all in tinfoil. Literally
Whoa.
separated. Everything has become one amalgamated gloopy mess, all leaked and seeping together. The packages are leaking in the bag, going absolutely everywhere. They're covered in sauce.
He's just looking for things to be angry about at this point. Literally this. He had a nice day off yesterday. We gotta bring up this thing from months ago just to be angry at something. And then he's the dude who tells you that people don't watch his videos unless he's angry and he's leaving bad reviews. You gotta be fucking joking.
Disgusting. No chips. No salsa. Like, what the hell is
No
this?
salsa.
Supposedly. So we looked into it. For some reason, the delivery app chose to get from a different location rather than the one that would always get it for us. So it's been many months since we ordered Mexican food because we just don't want to deal with a bad inferior restaurant. So on a whim, we tried a different one last night, and it was good. We actually each got a burrito. I got like a chicken fajita burrito, and she got some kind of a burrito.
So it was good.
And stuff in it.
It was good. It was good. He just brought that up just so he could be negative about something. Just so he could get angry about something. This was the whole thing. The whole segment. The food he actually got yesterday was good. He enjoyed it.
Yes, everyone, yes.
And it was great.
Oh my
it was
God.
flavorful. We got tortilla chips. We got salsa. That's how I cut the roof of my mouth here with a freaking chip. So that was it was a relaxing day off. It was a nice relaxing day off. Watching Cat play Life is Strange True Colors and just chilling. And I actually had a good day yesterday. It was quite good. Unlike a few other days where it's very stressful because I have a million things to do or whatever, it was actually not a nice day off. I was very pleased with how the day off went yesterday. So there you go. Okay.
Are we done? I think we are. Let's move on.
Silvagen, I love nonsense like this. Oh, you sound like a Karen right now. So if you complain about anything at all in regards to customer service, you're a Karen now. Okay, so you're stupid. No, if you're paying money for a service or a good or both, and you're getting a certain level of quality for that amount of money, why would you not be upset if you paid exactly the same amount of money and got something far, far inferior?
It's not about that. You know, complaining about bad service is normal, right? You get bad service, you make a complaint about it. Being a whiny bitch, this is different. It's the way he's doing it. It's not by definition just you complaining about something makes you a Karen. Being a Karen is complaining in a very specific, whiny, condescending, entitled way. This is what makes him a Karen, because he's exactly like that. Simply complaining about stuff and expecting to get respectful services for your money, that is okay.
Is it not your right as a consumer to then demand better? If you think it's not your right and you're a Karen, you're an idiot. You're actually stupid. I'm sorry. You're just a dummy. So, Silvagen, you should retract your statement because you look really stupid right now. Thank you very much. Okay. Anyway, that was my day off. Nothing too special to talk about, right? What I would like to do is talk about game news, because today we've got a lot of news. A lot of news stories.
Oh, we're skipping this. What is he going to talk about? Starfield being delayed? The Suicide Squad being delayed?
Okay.
What are we going to talk about?
All right, let's talk about these news stories.
What else are we going to talk about?
A lot has happened. Okay.
Like what?
Excuse me. Let's talk. First of all, should I talk about the biggest one? Well, maybe I'll save it for the end. The biggest one I might save for the end. I'll try to go in order here. We have two news stories in regards of Resident Evil 4 Remake. We'll start with the...
His fucking camera focusing every 10 seconds is starting to piss me off. It's incredibly obnoxious.
The first...
It's obviously he's not doing something right if it focuses like that constantly.
Story is a leak. Okay? Twitch, in all of its wisdom, because we all know that Twitch TV is such a professional business, they really know what they're doing, right? Excuse me. Sorry. I had a laughing fit. I must have seen the Joker movie, and now I also have the laughing fit that poor Arthur Fleck has all the time. Anyway, excuse me. So Twitch accidentally started running advertisements early, because they really know what they're doing. The advertisement is as follows. Resident Evil 4 Remake demo is available right now. Go play it. What? No, it's not. There hasn't even been an announcement that there's going to be a demo. But today, there's supposed to be a Capcom Spotlight event this afternoon. And although the majority of it is supposed to be about Monster Hunter, which I could give two craps about, the speculation is that they're going to announce that there is a Resident Evil 4 demo going live today. And once that announcement is made during the Spotlight event, then you're going to see that demo drop on all the digital services, and you'll be able to download and play it.
Yeah, this is a groundbreaking leak. This changes the landscape of gaming forever. Them announcing something a day early. Whoa.
That's hilarious to me.
Blows my mind.
Twitch is running an ad that the demo is live.
But of course it's negative to Twitch, so we gotta talk about it. You guys, Twitch, remember Twitch? I hate them.
It's now available, and
remember?
They're basically complete idiots, spoiling everything because they're so unprofessional. They can't even keep their ads straight. They're so desperate to start running ads to make ad revenue on that site.
Oh yeah! We need to hear this again. They're so desperate to start running ads. Is Mr. complaining about getting demonetized on videos that make 1,000 views? He makes actual sense on those videos.
That Twitch is running an ad that the demo is live now available, and they're basically complete idiots, spoiling everything because they're so unprofessional.
Spoiling everything.
They can't even keep their ads straight. They're so desperate to start running ads to make ad revenue on that site, because they're so desperate for money because they have no idea how to operate a business.
Ah, that's hot. That's hot. That is hot. Mr. Two Channels getting less than 1,000 views a video. That's fucking hot.
Basically break street date of the ad. That's just hilarious.
Hilarious. He's so salty, and the whole thing is just hating on Twitch. There's nothing insightful or productive here. It's just hating on Twitch.
So, there you have it. Twitch.
There you have it. Yeah, Twitch trash. Okay, next thing. Next thing he's gonna be happy about.
But
that's very positive news.
news has come out in regards to Resident Evil 4 Remake. You may not even be aware of this one. So how many of you shop at GameStop still? Raise your hands right now if you still shop at GameStop. I don't shop at GameStop anymore. So I'm gonna.
Bro, you don't go outside. You don't count. You barely count as a human being. Just because you pay your taxes sometimes.
Shop at GameStop. Put your hands up. Okay, you have your hands up?
Yes.
Well, I can't see your hands. This is the internet. Put
Yeah.
your hands down. What's your problem? But the reason I wanted you to do that is I wanted to let you understand something. We've been talking about this for years and years and years, okay? GameStop is not what it used to be. GameStop used to be this premier game store.
Yeah, and you're not what you used to be. You used to be popular and semi-respected, and now you're a joke. And people take screenshots of you doing weird faces like this and licking your lips. Is he licking his lips?
You wanted to get anything
No, it just looked like it.
gaming, a console, an accessory, a game,
Accessory.
a piece of swag, or anything.
A piece of swag. You gotta buy some swag from GameStop. You got that GameStop swag. Like Soulja Boy, turn my swag on.
That was the place to be. It was also the place where you would pre-order all the newest releases coming out. It was also the place you would trade in your game to get credit back. When I first started as a YouTuber 15 years ago, for the first, I would say 5 years, 6 years even, yeah, GameStop was a regular place where I would visit, okay? And I would always buy games there and trade them in there, okay? And I made a lot of money doing it. Don't get me wrong, like some weeks.
Yeah, he made a lot of money doing it. And then he was doing giveaways of empty game boxes. Empty. Worthless. Well, they weren't worthless because he would sign them, which made them cost more than them with the video game.
Buy 3-4 new games, play through 3 of them, have the full playthroughs up on YouTube, trade them in, and get like half of my money back, if not more. So it was like an extended rental. I got to unbox it and everything. It was pretty great. And then, GameStop's business model imploded on itself during the digital age, when everything went digital.
I want to talk to the manager,
Most people
DSP.
now
He is the manager.
rather than physical. It's just a fact.
I want to talk to the manager of DSP Gaming. Tell him that they're doing a terrible job. They should fire all the employees.
And because of that, their business model is imploding. Now, dead to rights, they should have been out of business at least twice in the last 5 years.
Right.
But the thing is,
Just like you.
bailing them out. I think Microsoft was the latest one that went and invested a ton of money in the company, literally for no good reason. It doesn't make any sense. But I guess people just like a relic of the past, all right? So why am I bringing up GameStop on the show?
Yo, the epic projection segment. So this company was really bad with their business, right? And Microsoft, for no reason, bailed them out because I guess they like relics of the past. Phil is a relic of the past, and the whales bail him out for literally no reason, and they get literally no benefit outside of him continuing to exist. That is fantastic.
Today.
That is
Because, ladies and
fantastic.
gentlemen,
I fucking love the opinion he has of himself. Is one of my favorite things about DSP. It's so fascinating how high his opinion of himself is, as he's just one of the most worthless parasites to breathe air on this planet. It's actually fascinating.
You may not even be aware of this. If you pre-ordered Resident Evil 4 Collector's Edition, Resident Evil 4 Remake Collector's Edition, excuse me, at GameStop,
Right.
in store or online,
What are you gonna get? A
you
blowjob?
aren't getting it.
Oh, you're not gonna be getting it.
As of
Okay.
yesterday, GameStop started sending out a slew of emails to customers apologizing, stating they're not actually getting the game, and therefore you're not getting it. Wait, what? Yes, apparently GameStop is getting an incredibly limited quantity of Resident Evil 4 Remake Collector's Edition. They massively oversold it in the hopes that they would acquire more inventory. They did not. They have very little, and therefore you're actually more lucky to get the game if you pre-ordered at GameStop than not. Yes, thousands upon thousands of people have had their pre-orders canceled. All right? Now, is it a huge big deal? I mean, no, it really only affects you if you're getting the collector's edition. Now, how many people were getting the collector's edition? Did you see what comes in the thing? It's like a Leon Kennedy model, a metal, like a big box or something with art tin shit. It's like, what is all this, right? And in reality, does it have much value? No, these collector's editions are something I used to get all the time back in the day. Why? Because I was looking for content for YouTube. So by doing a release day unboxing video, which is what I used to call it, and unboxing these collector's editions, I would be, basically showing you all the stuff in them and see, gee, is it worth the value? What's the quality of the statue? And then a lot of the times I would add that collectible, whether it was a statue or whatever, to my actual backdrop that I used to put on in my content back in the day, over a decade ago. So back then there was value for me as a content creator. But over the years, the value would go down and down. Sometimes you buy these collector's editions, they don't even come with the game. Yeah, I know. Can you believe that? You would buy the collector's edition and it would just be collectibles and no game. That's pretty stupid, okay? But essentially, number one, I don't think there's value to this anyway. Just being honest.
I'm skipping this. This is an executive decision here. I'm skipping this. This is a worthless segment from a worthless person, so we're not getting anything.
the biggest company. It's 250? Oh my, wow. That's pretty, because they're just inept at this point as a business. They're supposed to be the brick and mortar company for games, and they can't even get the games to sell. You know
The brick and mortar company.
That's pretty impressive. You know, so it's sad because how many gamers now thought they were getting it and they're not because they trusted GameStop, because GameStop used to be the biggest company. It's 250? Oh my God. Austin Sam says, actually, Phil, the collector's edition is 250. Well, yikes. So there you go. If you did pre-order it, you might want to check your pre-order status. It might have been canceled. They might have actually sent you an email and you didn't even realize it. Okay. Now we're going to get to, well, let's talk about this. Okay. As we all know, the ongoing drama of Microsoft trying to acquire Activision Blizzard continues. We have all these now worldwide authority figures and regulatory bodies basically reviewing the deal. Some of them seem to be okay with it. Yes, let's have it go through. Seems fine. And others are like, no, we don't think so. We think this perhaps could become a giant monopoly, and this could threaten the free market of video games. And one of the biggest critics and or opponents of this merger is Sony itself. Of course, the direct competitor to Microsoft, okay? Now, a lot of people have questioned Sony's motives. A lot of people have said, I wonder why. There's a situation where Sony would really be opposing this. Sony's much bigger than Microsoft kind of in the game space. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at the market share of PlayStation versus Xbox.
Bro, get to the fucking point. What is the news?
Them buying out Activision Blizzard. And of course, there's been all these different rationales. So here we go again. We have two new legs to this story. The first new leg is that Sony submitted documentation to the UK's Competition and Market Authority saying that Microsoft could, not that they would, but they could make games such as the Call of Duty franchise unappealing to play on a Sony console. Now, how could they do that? Well, perhaps they could raise the price so it's more expensive only on a Sony console. I don't see how that would ever happen.
What?
Can you imagine if the same game is coming out on Xbox?
They can make it run like trash on purpose.
As on PlayStation, but for
which doesn't make much sense, but they could.
It's $10 more on PlayStation, but it's the same.
That's the whole idea, that they could.
That sounds like horseshit to me.
And now he's in siege mode. I don't think that sounds like bullshit, based on my opinion.
Now you could argue, what about Game Pass?
Oh, you can argue. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So they're right?
Case, I would say, yeah, but that's because you don't have a competitor to Game Pass. You tried with PlayStation Plus Premium and you're failing. You're not offering the games. That's on you, though. That's not on Microsoft. You see? So the other thing that they're saying is, just listen to this. They could purposely release a buggy build of the game on PlayStation. That's right. I'm not kidding. These are actual official submitted documents to a regulatory body in the UK. Sony thinks that Microsoft will sabotage Call of Duty, so it will purposely run worse on PlayStation and people will buy it more on a Microsoft console.
No, they don't think they will do it. He just fucking said they could. They could do it.
The thing that makes this...
That's not... I don't even think that's gonna happen. Why would they fucking shoot himself in the foot on purpose? Lose on a bunch of money.
So ultimately ironic of a story is that it has been Sony who has been paying Activision Blizzard for about a decade to get exclusive content only on the PlayStation consoles, or earlier than that content will release on the Xboxes. So Sony literally has been doing this business practice that they're afraid of for a decade, but now that Microsoft might do it, not even that they said that they would do it, the fact that they might do it is so scary to Sony, they're protesting.
What is your opinion? Do you even have an opinion?
Like, it just seems like a bunch of them whining because they're not getting their way.
His opinion is that something is bullshit because it's bullshit.
Oh, man.
That's his opinion. That's why we're doing a journalist podcast. We read the headline and then we're like, something in this is bullshit. It fucking sucks. Because they're fucking idiots and they can't run a business. Please tip me.
It's just them complaining that it looks like they're going to kind of lose out on an opportunity.
All right.
Xboxing this story. So I hearsay to me. People are saying that the CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, whose name is Jim Ryan, was overheard in Brussels, okay, saying the following: I don't want a new Call of Duty deal. I just want to block your merger. According to Activision executive Lulu Chang Meservey.
And now we're literally just reporting on gossip.
The comment was apparently made on February 23rd.
Fantastic. Go fuck yourself, DSP. In your horse.
If they showcase this game on June 11th and everyone says, wow, that still looks terrible.
What game? What is
that
this
was my
game?
opinion, though. A lot of people disagreed with me.
Right,
so
because
apparently
it's
in June
bad.
is when we get our next big update on the game. I guess we're going to judge from what, people say not good at all.
What game?
Impressive. It kind of looked like a combination of No Man's Sky and...
Oh, yeah. Fucking, I forgot. Starfield.
That's not good. Collectively, it looks good. They will still release in September. But my prediction is, if they showcase this game on June 11th and everyone says, wow, that still looks terrible, they're going to delay it even further.
Bro, when did it stop fucking Bethesda from releasing a broken ass game at launch? When exactly did that stop them?
I almost feel like they have no real pressure at this point to release it for some reason. I don't know why, but when you've got a game like this that it's floating around in ambiguity for so long, to have now apparently not coming out until September, it's getting bumped at the very earliest to the fall, if not getting indefinitely delayed. Okay? Why? Because they did that big gameplay reveal of it a week or two ago, and everyone criticized it and said, this game looks like a cheesy, generic third-person shooter. Personally, I said it looks like Agents of Mayhem or Fortnite.
And now we're talking about
And I said that
the Suicide Squad, because that also got delayed.
Unique. It just looks like floaty third-person shooter, shoot the glowy spot gameplay. That doesn't resonate with me.
Bro, watching this on normal speed feels like I'm watching it on like 0.75. He's like remarkably slow. This dude's brain has been completely like decomposed
Well, you know what it is? It looks
by
like
alcohol and
It
delusion.
looks like the same route they were going with Avengers, the same route they were going with all these other games.
This is him on normal
They
speed.
changed Gotham Knights at the last minute, right? So apparently the backlash of how this game looked was so negative that now the game has become indefinitely delayed and does not have a current release date. But it hasn't been 100%.
And his mouth is weird as always. Looks like he had like a weird surgery that went wrong, like something wrong happened there. His lips are all like looking like gummy worms. His tongue is just all over the place. Absolutely remarkable appearance of a human being. Absolutely remarkable.
It is currently scheduled for May 26th, but it's not looking very likely like it's actually going to come out at that date. It actually looks way less likely, like it's baloney, and it will be delayed at this point, okay? So, I guess we'll see. You know, like I said, to me, the thing that looked the best about that game was the story. I thought a story where Brainiac, you know, comes in and... Sorry, my neck is very stiff today. It's bothering me.
Should break it.
From space, somehow finds a way to mind control the Justice League, makes them his essential slaves, and is basically taking over the planet. And now you have to have their greatest villains team up to try to take them out. Like the first mission is break Lex Luthor out of prison, so that now Lex Luthor can help you take down the Justice League. Like that's an interesting plot. But if all the gameplay is floating around,
His hair
shooting
gets
stupid
bigger
weak
above his
points, then
temples.
the game's gonna suck, you know?
It is. He is kind of like Brainiac. Kind of like Brainiac.
It seems has happened. All right, let's be honest. The last 5 years, everyone tried to go the games as a service route, and every game is.
And big ups Lubos for the super chat, and big ups your boy for the super
We
chat.
have multiple games such as that knockout dodgeball game.
Knockout dodgeball.
That what was it? The Rumbleverse. The
Rumbleverse.
one where it's all people like wrestlers
Yep.
fighting in a giant city, battle royale style.
Battle Royale
Those all
style.
failed. Within a year or two, they're gone or are closing down. And now we've got these large scale ones too. You know, Avengers tried it and failed miserably. You know, it's failure.
No, I'm not gonna be watching any Lubu today. I was even considering just not even watching the stream.
They didn't actually do market research.
Just ending it now, because this shit is ass,
The game
dude.
started releasing after years of development.
This
they all
is
flopped.
ass.
No
And
one
he has
wanted
nothing to talk about outside of a couple of Twitter stories that he doesn't even have an opinion on. Hey, this like looks stupid because it's like Fortnite, and this is bullshit. And they don't even know how to run a business.
it.
And it's just like, even if it's true, coming from him, it's either projection or it's hypocritical or it's plain wrong.
For 5 years, every game was zombie game, right? And it kind of culminated with the Wii U version of Zombie U, which flopped, and then it ended. That was like, it was like Zombie U was such a flop, it just went, and no one cared anymore. The only exception to the rule being Call of Duty Zombies every year, right? Outside of that,
No, we still get zombie
everyone didn't
games.
care about zombies anymore. It was played out.
We got Dying Light 2. We got
But then
World
after
War
that,
Z.
Fad after fad after
Yeah,
fad
we got a
after
lot of
fad.
zombie
There's a
games.
new
They still
fact.
come out
Remember,
every once in a
within
while.
2 years of me being a YouTuber, everyone wanted to make
Yeah,
an
New
action
Dead Island's coming out.
whether
The Last of Us 2.
Bulletstorm, you know, working on the Doom reboot. Call of Duty was at the height of its popularity. Battlefield's games were very popular. It was like everything was a first-person shooter. Everything had to be a first-person shooter.
Yeah, Back for Blood was a zombie thing, but that one wasn't
Era
very
of the
great.
cooperative looter shooters, right? So you started the era of games like any Tom Clancy game, right? There's like 400 of them that played like that, among other, you know, these co-op games, and they were very popular for like 3 to 5 years.
Oh yeah, Days
All of a
Gone.
sudden, it was Battle Royale.
Sony
Battle Royale.
motorcycle zombie game. Yeah,
Love
Days
that,
Gone.
I'd say. It's not necessarily a big fad anymore, But what's the next game that's going to be this viral sensation game because of streamers? So, you know, I mean, you could argue Fortnite was the beginning of that.
Oh, okay. Let's see what box we have to check. The streamers, they want to do it for ads. They don't care about the gameplay. They don't care about how good a game is. They just want to get paid and want to get money. And they're not even real gamers. Let's see if we're gonna check out all the boxes.
Games like Fall Guys, Among Us, right? Then it was Cult of the Lamb. You know, I can keep going. There's like 3 to 5, and there's another one that just came out recently. That all the fat, isn't it? Son of the Forest or something like that. Again, it's a game that you never heard of. Then all of a sudden, it's like white hot.
You never heard of.
Streamers are playing it.
It's a sequel to The Forest. You fucking water brain moron. You played that game. You fucking idiot.
And then in a few months, it's dropped and no one ever talks about it.
Yeah, like what?
Gives a shit about Fall Guys anymore.
Fall Guys.
Cult of the Lamb. You know?
Who talks about it? It's not fucking games you gotta talk about for a million fucking years. It's just a game that comes out, it's fun, you play it, and then something else comes out, you go play that.
That's what it seems to be now.
Not every fucking viral game should be like a landmark in gaming. Not every game can be Fortnite.
There's like these
or should be.
Short-term fad games.
Right, short-term fad games.
Short-term fads, right? Anyway, so there you go. But anyway, I've seen all these fads over the years, but why did every game development company and every publisher decide that games as a service was going to be the new model? Here's the thing. Games as a service works.
No. Oh. And this is a great segment.
Anything on a phone. Because when you play a game on a phone, you're going into it with a preconceived notion. That is not going to be a full-fledged, epic, well-designed story or anything. When you play a mobile game.
Are we for real getting him defending mobile games as a service? Are we like actually doing this?
You're essentially saying, I'm going to jump on my phone and I'm going to, you know, mash on the phone for like an hour. And a lot of those games are meant to just be time killers, right? I've actually seen, there's a game on there I've seen. I didn't play it. Isn't it called like AFK or something? Like the premise of the game is that you don't play it.
This dude is such a fucking... He is so out of touch. He's even out of touch with his own fucking addiction, dude. Imagine it's like you're a drug junkie and there's a new drug on the street that everybody likes and you don't even know it exists. You're still fucking shooting up crocodile.
You download it and you actively do a few things, and the game just plays itself all day.
No.
You see? But that's the ultimate games as a service, where basically you're playing a mobile game and you're just grinding, and then you need to spend in order to stay afloat in the competitive nature of whatever that game is. And, you know, every game's a little different with how that works. But
tell us more, Phil. Tell us more.
You're always going to have a revenue stream into the game to keep it going. Now, the thing is, in the short term, it's not a big deal. A lot of these games have these like subscription-based plans. Pay $10 a month and you get this certain amount of
okay.
items in the game, this or that.
All right, nice.
Drop that. The thing is, once you have that game for a year or two, you already spent hundreds of dollars on it, and you don't even realize
Oops.
it. And then, of course, every once in a while, spend just $1 today, special deal. Do this microtransaction and get this extra special value or whatever. And next thing you know, you've spent more money on a stupid game.
Bro, I wouldn't be talking about this. I wouldn't want to be talking about this.
It's supposed to be a time killer than you've spent on any game on PC or console in the last 2 years.
Are you serious, bro?
I didn't realize it because I was doing it over time. That's games as a service. That's the model. You're getting it.
He loves it.
And you just
it's fucking effective.
Unbeknownst, because it's not really.
Bro, we've seen your actual fucking bank statements, guy. You should not talk about this as much as possible. But it's one thing. That's the thing with him. It's something he's knowledgeable about. If it was like about, I don't know, it's some stupid analogy. Anyways, it's the one thing he knows about, so he can't hold himself back from talking about it. It's the thing that he's like an expert at.
Not dropping $60, $80 a pump. You're dropping a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there, subscription here. Next thing
right.
a ton of money, right?
There was like transaction of actual hundreds of dollars, like $116 and something cents or something like that. Actual hundreds. Oh yeah, 110.09 cents. Hundreds. Is it here and there?
That's where games as a service is succeeding, is on mobile devices because that is already this ingrained formula of how they can work, and people expect that from those games. People don't expect to get a game downloaded on their PC or console, right? And I need to have a constant revenue stream into this game for it to remain competitive. I mean, the only games like that I can think of are MMOs, right? Where you had to pay that monthly subscription fee. You know, back in the day, games like EverQuest, World of Warcraft. I used to play City of Heroes, City of Villains. It was actually quite controversial when they first announced that there would be subscription-based games in the 90s. People were like, what? I have to pay every month just to play your game? Like, and by the way, back then you had to buy the game too.
You have to pay for somebody to keep a server running so you can pay?
Buy the game at retail
So you
price,
can
and
play?
then you would
Huh?
also have to pay the subscription-based fee to
What?
keep that going, or else you couldn't join the server and play it, and there was no offline mode. You know? So, you know, that was really the first classic games as a service, and since then, it's tried to branch out.
No, we don't care.
It would have made you think, oh, make it like a games as a service game. Like, why would you think that? Right? Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, what would have been the idea of, you know what I mean? Like, that's insane to change. You just had 3 of the biggest, most highly accredited, reviewed, you know, acclaimed comic book video games ever made. Back to back to back, an outstanding trilogy that made you an insane amount of money. Why would you change that to be something completely different unless you're an idiot? And it's funny because Big Papa Phil says it's corporate suits, Phil. I mean, ultimately, who is in line? Who is in charge? It's the publisher. It's the people with the money behind everything. You got some idiots in a boardroom. I mean, we talk about this almost every day now. Idiots in a boardroom, don't know nothing about the game industry, but they're filthy rich and they control everything. So they walk in, oh, what should we do? Oh, the Batman games did good. How do we get more money out of that? Well, Batman's played out. Let's change the entire fucking
But
game.
the problem is people like him are the problem. Because they buy into that shit. Just like he was just talking about mobile games, making it seem like the best fucking thing ever.
Every day.
It's people exactly like him. The impulsive dudes that just spend money on trash. Of course they're gonna make more shit like that to take advantage of those people. And all they need is just a couple of people like him. They don't need everybody to be dropping hundreds of dollars. They need a couple fucking 1,000 people, or, you know, a bunch of whales to drop a bunch of money.
It's just like, why are you in charge? Why are you know, they need to get, we need to have people in charge of an industry that understand the industry. Because I hate to say this, all right? I know that this is a shocking statement, but ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this one? Video games aren't rocket science.
Says a man who can't even run a YouTube channel.
Hot take: subscriptions are the most fair form of business model when it comes to games as a service. You pay, they upkeep and develop ideally.
I don't know. It depends. Depends on the video game. With everything, it just depends, man.
In fact, the video game industry is pretty simple.
It's very simple. You just make good games. Is that what he's gonna say? Just make good games.
When you boil it down to what consumers like and don't like. And
Oh.
okay? It's that simple. But the people in charge of the games industry are not smart. Or
This dude, he can't even decide which video games he's gonna play for his YouTube channel. He's telling fucking development companies that it's actually easy.
I should say it this way, they're not educated. They know a lot about business. They don't understand the industry they're in. They jump in because they hear, oh, the games industry is the most profitable entertainment industry out there. So they want to get their foot in the door. They want to get on the board of directors of this company or that company, because then they think, oh, we're going to make big bucks. Then they immediately make these insanely stupid decisions. Let's have BioWare, the game company that's always made outstanding, you know, choose your own adventure style, action-based sci-fi and fantasy RPGs, and have them make a fucking looter shooter. What? No. Don't do that, stupid. Let's take the company that just made the best comic book trilogy of games ever in the Arkham trilogy and have them make a games as a service game. No. Don't do that, stupid. They literally need a gamer in the room to
This
say,
is the guy playing Oblivion for a living.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's like, even though he's not wrong. He's not wrong. BioWare made a fucking looter shooter. They don't know how to do it. They didn't know how to work the engine. They didn't know how to make the story make sense or be integrated in the game. And so on and so on and so on and so on. He's right. But he's not the guy to be grandstanding like that. He's not the guy who can actually do something. He's not a guy who can have these super opinionated, super arrogant opinions. He could have said this in a very normal fucking straight up way, like a normal person and not sound like a dick, and it would have been perfectly okay, like with most things. Cause it's like, after all, he can't even run a YouTube channel.
No, don't do that, stupid. And say, oh, how dare you talk to me? I'll talk to you however I want, because I'm the one who's informed, and I'm the one that's going to save your business because you're an idiot. Stop with the nonsense.
He's gonna save his business. He can't even save his own business. He has to have dysfunctional adults give him money to save his own fucking business. And he has to talk about how his family's gonna suffer. They're gonna penny pinch. Are you serious? Dude, are you serious? He's like cutting wrestling promos on video game executives because he's the one who knows stuff. There's like game journalists from Kotaku who eat their own fucking snot who are way more informed than he is.
You guys are...
He's more informed because there's nobody... He thinks he's informed because there's nobody on his stupid podcast that can actually talk back to him and tell him, like, Phil, you're actually fucking wrong on this. And then when somebody does it in chat, they get banned. Because they're his best friends or something.
Hello, my children.
Just don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shut up.
Yes,
and listen to
everyone,
the
yes.
industry. How do you just avoid market research for so long? It just blows my mind. No one wants games as a service. Literally, no one is saying we want more games as a service. Yet they keep making them.
And of course he can say, well, I run polls, so I collect feedback constantly. So I do what my audience likes to do. But he's also the same guy that didn't know how other streamers worked until he watched some of them like a month ago. And then he was like, oh, I'm buying a ring light. I'm buying a fucking LED strip. Oh, yeah, also, I constantly forget this. He is literally bankrupt. Running a YouTube channel. And going to fucking fighting game tournaments. Is he the fucking dude who can have any kind of opinions like this? And be taken seriously? Because having an opinion is perfectly fine. Everybody does. We're on the internet. We have way too much freedom to express it.
People making decisions that make them millions of dollars are so stupid. Okay, Mr. Bankrupt.
And those people are stupid. Come on, there's so many games that come out and you're like, what were they thinking? That Saints Row game that came out, Forspoken, that literally killed the studio within a month, that shit is stupid. But again, DSP's not the dude to be having fucking arrogant segments like that, cutting wrestling promos to video game execs. He should be humble and he should shut his ass up. Because at any point, you can say, but Phil, you're bankrupt, so shut up. And here's a nickel to feed your fat wife.
There was no point.
You're gonna need it.
Where there was any evidence that games as a service was working, except here.
And you'll see when he goes on the Stuttering Retards fucking podcast, he's gonna be the humblest dude ever. He's gonna be Mr. Burnell from the Bankruptcy Call. Yes, I'm present. I am present. Do you want to talk about video games? Well, I do enjoy fighting games. Yes, I'm very excited for Street Fighter 6. So it's going to be a complete difference from what you see right now, Mr. Wrestler, Mr. Promo.
So if you were telling me they're making Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and it is a mobile game with a third-person aspect, you run around and there's microtransaction loot to add ammo and abilities to your characters, and they level up, and then I would say, that makes sense. But the moment you said, oh no, this is a full-fledged, PC console game, like, what are you talking about? No one wants that. Literally any gamer on planet Earth could have explained this to you, but you live in your other world. These people in charge of these companies live in these other alternate realities because they're so fucking rich. They're insulated from any kind of normal life like we have.
Like we have. Any sort of... Okay, any sort of... Almost every word in this sentence can be in bold. Any sort... Let's hear this in like, because I want to make a very good point. You already know what it is, but I've decided to make it, so I will.
But you live in your other world.
You live in your other world.
People in charge.
These people live in these other
realities.
Alternate realities.
They're so fucking rich. They're insulated from any kind of normal life like we have.
They're insulated from any kind of normal life like we have. This is a man who lives in a gated community who tells you he's penny pinching because he goes to the store and considers what he has at home so he doesn't have to buy more of it. And then next week fucking orders food again because that's what we do here, because we're insulated. This is also a dude who is 41 and is telling you that he's gonna stop playing difficult video games because they stress him out too much. Let's talk about fucking isolation. Let's talk about living in a bubble and being delusional. Let's talk about that. We have a professional here.
They don't even understand why people, they don't get the concept of, oh, I had a busy day. Just listen. Oh, man. Oh.
This guy says he can save $1 billion game company, all whilst battling $2 PayPal chargebacks and struggling to afford $20 cat food.
Oh yeah, he had to bring up the fact that cat food was $20. Then just fucking kill your cat if it's too expensive. Throw him out on the fucking street. Let the woodland critters eat his corpse. Fuck him if it's too expensive. Fucking idiot.
I had a busy, stressful day.
And now he's gonna be the relatable guy. He knows how everybody else is.
I need to come home and sit down and unwind today. I need to just pick up a controller and play a game and have some fun. They don't even understand that concept.
Do you? You're the guy who gets tired from playing a hard video game and not going to work or having to drive to work for an hour or maybe taking public transport for an hour just so you can stay there for 9 more hours. Some cases 10. Some people do 12. They gotta get up at 6 in the morning. Maybe they come back from work at 1 a.m. Maybe they come back at 2 a.m. Why is Dark Side fucking Phil gotta pretend like he knows anything about the normal fucking guy? He hasn't been a normal guy in like damn near 20 years.
To them, every day is fucking paradise.
To them, every day is paradise. Mr. Jammies. Mr. rolling out of bed, putting some water on his hair, pressing the start streaming button, and playing video games for 6 hours while talking about whatever he wants.
They're rolling in fucking dough. They have no risk to anything in their lives. So how can they constantly even get the concept of you were stressed out today and you just want to come home and play a video game? They don't get it.
This is one of the most fucking delusional things. When he tries to pretend like he's the normal guy. He's the regular dude. He's regular Phil. He hasn't been this dude since he actually had a job 15 years ago. So give me a fucking break.
That's what I mean. And these are the people in charge of this shit. Gee, I wonder why they don't know what they're doing. You know? Anyway, I digress, but the point I'm making here is, wow.
And the thing is that DSP directly resorts to those people who go to work for his fucking living. He directly has to be, quote unquote, I'm putting it in his terms, he has to be pushy so he can get their money. And when he's too pushy, they start complaining.
180, because we were just saying, when that first reveal,
come on, man,
the Justice League came out, we were like, what is this? This doesn't look like anything you would want to play, and it certainly doesn't look like anything Rocksteady has put out until it goes to the cutscenes. Then it goes to the cutscenes in the story, and you're like, oh, this looks good. The cutscenes look good. The story seems like a very interesting, well-written premise, but why is the gameplay so generic and bad, right? So, you know, there you go.
Honestly, the gameplay didn't look that bad. It didn't look that bad.
Possibly delayed. Again, I don't know. It very well might have been confirmed as of now. I mean, this was a story breaking this morning, and I don't know if it's been confirmed or denied yet. But there you go. I don't know what's going to happen with this game. It might be indefinitely delayed, and maybe not even coming out this year at this rate, from how poorly received it was from that reveal that they showed. So there you go. That's game news, my friends.
And you know, the thing is that I'll give you a brief example. Not Zero, but The Escapist. The Escapist, right? Escapist magazine. They do video game stuff. The live service model is dying. Extra punctuation. This is by Yahtzee Croshaw, who is an actual video games developer and an actual dude who knows about video game stuff. This is a 7-minute video with actual insight, examples, and analysis. And this dude did the same thing for the last, 10, 15 minutes when he was just yelling at the clouds and acting like he's better than everybody else. And this is why he's on level 1.
So we now have time for shout-outs, and if we have extra time, we'll do some Q&A, but that's good. We actually got through, just think about this. I got through the schedule. Okay, can you teabag in this game? See Coco with a giant name after that I'm not reading, who did a super chat and says, teabag a zombie for us. I said that 35 minutes ago. I have no idea what I was talking about. Relax, there you go. So what that is. I was probably ranting about something stupid. Okay, and now JD has just done a super chat. Says, are you going to play Remnant 2? What is Remnant 2?
Remnant from the Ashes, dude.
I have no idea
It's
what
like
that
the
is.
Dark Souls game. Of course, we had to compare it to something else. It's like Dark Souls with guns, you know?
The only Remnant I know of is the last Remnant.
The only Remnant you know is you, dude.
And that was a action-based RPG from over a decade ago before I was a YouTuber. So, $1.30 tip from Lady Charisma. I don't know if you heard the news since you said you were skipping WWE 2K23. I want to let you know the career mode has two unique overreaching storylines, more like 2K19 and 20. It's not random stories this time around. The male story puts you as an indie star making his WWE debut. The female story puts you as a second-gen star trying to make her own way in the WWE. I know it's a long shot, but I wanted to let you know. Yeah, I've seen this on social media. And these press copies or early reviews and embargo that many posts actually about the game, and I've seen many different things. First, some people say the characters look better, then I look at it like, no, they don't. I'm looking at it like, they don't look better. These are the people who are just so blinded by the hype. Oh, it's hilarious because like it shows one of, I guess, what, Maurice, one of the wrestlers, the female wrestlers, she goes through her pose and she goes like this, where she whips her hair back and her hair stays completely steady, doesn't even move. Like, they didn't, just because there's a tiny lighting tweak or a tiny little, oh, you changed the face slightly, it doesn't mean that they improved the physics. The character models are better. Just people
They didn't improve the physics. They improved some character models. That's because I actually looked it up.
yeah, they are saying that they redesigned some of these showcase modes to be a little different. I guess each of the male and female do have their own individual storylines. But again, here's what I think.
Basically, the only thing they did is add war games and did some new showcase and story mode, career mode. And I'm skipping this segment. I don't give a fuck about what he's gonna say about some game that he's not gonna play.
I was like, oh, you got this plot line on SmackDown. Okay, you did all the fucking showcase mode sucked. It was WWE 2 game. That's what people are tuning into the channel
And he's also biased because they demonetized him.
for. I'm sure they're gonna love it. You know, mine or not. In fact, I keep telling you guys, I've not seen a single match of pro wrestling, not a single one, since WrestleMania 2020, when the COVID pandemic started, and it was the closed dome screens WrestleMania. Actually, there wasn't even screens back then. Remember, that was the one that there was no screens. It was just silence, right? The silent WrestleMania. That's the last thing I saw, and I don't miss it. I'll be honest with you guys. I really don't miss it. I still follow the trends. I still know who most of the champions are, or whatever. But I don't really follow it anymore. And I'm not really. I don't feel like I'm missing out by not being in on it. Nor am I really talking about wrestling that much at all anymore. You know, like I said, the most cursory references here or there when someone else brings it up. And yeah, the sim matches are fun. To do fantasy sims, and that's about it. If anything, the best bet would probably be this game comes out, what, next week? So let it come out and then wait a couple months. Wait 2-3 months for this to come out and have a bunch of wrestlers added to the created situation, you know, the created wrestler deal. And then get it at a discount instead of paying $70 freaking dollars for this game, which is insane. No, I'm not paying $70 for this thing. I'll wait for the drop in price a bit. Get it for like half price. Fun anymore. Flip one. A sim. Let's say someone, again for Lady Clears. See, that's interesting. Does that mean if, let's say, for example, someone makes a sim. Let's say someone actually makes Wings of Redemption again in WWE 2K23. So you can actually program in actual AI logic, and when you download that created wrestler, they'll act like the original creator intended, right? That would be amazing.
How? What does that even mean?
Like, you could make him actually have mannerisms and things that would be Wings of Redemption-esque, right? Like, that would be sweet.
Like what? Like taunts? You can already do that. Like an entrance? You can do that. What are the mannerisms that you intended? How would that work?
There, and I'm doing things that you think would be mannerisms I would do or whatever. That would be amazing.
Like what? What are the mannerisms? What does that even mean? You can do that. It's called taunts.
If that's how it works. I'm not sure.
If that's how it works. He doesn't even know. We're just fantasizing. Hey, if you could do this cool thing in a game, it would be cool, dude. If like a game would come out that is like GTA that had like photorealistic graphics and you can do whatever you want, that would be cool, man. I don't even know if that's gonna happen, but that would be cool, wouldn't it?
It feels like this style of game now has been done and redone. I feel like combat doesn't have that impact like Neo or Sekiro did. I don't feel immense satisfaction when I beat a boss. It just seems watered down to me.
And we're talking about Wolong. It's bait. Is
That's pretty
this
much a good description. Watered
fucking
down.
Snow Carl?
This style of game now has been done and redone and redone and redone. And when you get that much, of the same or variations on this of the other games, done and done and done and done to death, right? Drops kind of kill it for me in a lot of situations. But you know, if the control is passable, the gameplay, beating your head against the wall, of torturing myself and stressing myself out, I think it's stupid. That I feel like I want to keep playing it. In fact, it just feels like a chore. That's not good. If you're playing the bull boss or the cow boss or whatever, I was like,
Oh, we're
great.
back
Next-
in the present. We're in the present.
no, that's what it felt like.
Stop playing it. Stop playing it. If somebody makes a supercut of all of his complaining about the game, it's gonna be over an hour. I'm not even over an hour. It's over fucking 12 hours. Not 12 hours. Over 2 hours. That's what I meant. Hey, big ups King of Prominence for a whole year of support. Yes.
Yes, everyone. Yes, yes. Hello, my children.
Big ups. I'm doing it again? Oh, I didn't know, man. I'm doing it again. I need to stop doing it.
I don't know what it is that I feel like the FromSoft games just somehow have that fun factor to them. This game, like, when I'm, okay, here's a perfect example.
Oh my
When I
god.
play a FromSoft game, I literally cannot wait to explore the world.
Okay.
Like, man, I bet I'm gonna find
Super fucking subjective again.
Easter eggs. I'm gonna find fun references,
Fun,
enemies,
fun,
cool secret
fun,
items,
uniqueness,
entire
and
fun secret
coolness.
parts of the dungeon. This is gonna be worth my time to explore. I don't think there's been more than 5 minutes in Wolong that I felt like it was worth my time to explore. It all looks
Because you don't like the fucking game, man. Quit it already. Quit it.
It's just a bunch of enemies.
Fuck
They willy-nilly
me.
around to annoy you.
Quit
Oh,
it.
The flags. Yes.
Drop it. Drop it. Stop playing the fucking video game, man.
I don't think he's the dollar store tree sentinel because he's off of his horse within 2 seconds, and now you got to fight him as like a actual hand-to-hand fight. So I don't believe that's the truth, but there's something to be said. It's funny because I feel like the game has high production values. The game has perfectly passable combat, even has some uniqueness to it with the magic and everything, but I still can't help but feel like we've been there and done that before. You know what I'm saying? I do. I just kind of feel like why are we beating the dead horse still? We've done this. When the next big FromSoft game comes out, the Elden Ring DLC, that'll be the notable thing that everyone wants to see. From day one, you want to see me play this DLC and conquer the new challenges and overcome and persevere. Everyone will be here for it. I'll be on page. On board for that.
Yes.
But this
Yes,
game,
my
it's like,
friends.
what is the point?
Yes. Okay.
I don't get it.
Then quit it. Quit it, man.
And again, if
It's like me fucking downloading I don't know. Total War Warhammer. The most random game I could think of. And then complaining about how I don't like it. And I still keep playing it and I complain every single time. It's like literally what a child would do. And he's not even forced to do it. He already said that he doesn't like it. He doesn't get money for it. And he wants to stop playing it. And today is most probably the last time he's going to play it. So why bother? Why are we talking about it? You talked about this already. You made a video about it. It was like 20 minutes long.
A situation where there's other things that are in demand. It's not like there's nothing going on right now. People want to see me play Metroid Prime Remastered. People want to see me do my New Game Plus run in Elden Ring to prepare for the DLC. There's a new game coming out in a couple weeks, Resident Evil 4 Remake, that's going to take a lot of...
And legit, when I put him on one-time speed, and he's licking his lips again. When I put him on one-time speed, the normal speed, from like 125 or something, he legitimately sounds like he has brain damage or like a concussion. It's just awkwardly slow and kind of unfocused speech.
And so everyone's going to want to see me do that because I've already told you I'm playing that on hard difficulty. Yeah. So with all that in mind, this game... Wait.
Go find one of his rants about hard difficulty. When he was playing Callisto Protocol or whatever it was. When he was like, oh, those people, they just want to brag about playing it on hards. They think it's some kind of achievement. And now it's a selling point. You guys should check out my playthrough. I'm playing on hard.
Game kind of feels like a fart in the wind.
But when he does it, it's meaningful. And when the other people do it, it's worthless.
But, it's here and then it's gone. Like, well, it's not a big deal. So why am I going to kill myself over it, right?
You should do that regardless. Not even over a video game. Just do it. Just why not?
Why? Good morning, Spider Dijon. What a name. Spider Dijon, like, is that mustard? Spider mustard. I don't know if I want to have spider mustard. That sounds pretty bad, actually.
Wait, my volume is low? It should be pretty loud. I'm usually much louder than he is.
So Mr. Oink thinks that he's banned. Or unblocked. I don't know why you got blocked. Try not to get blocked again. I can't,
He was being stupid.
Top of every single account. But I think that I unblocked you. There you go. Mr. Oink. Pretty much everything. Oh, by the way, thank you to Ash Toki for super playing it. But we'll have a different feeling about Wolong compared to critics and users on Metacritic that rate it an 81.
Oh my god. Was this a Snow Carl or somebody else baiting?
But we'll see as we get closer to it. Does anyone have any questions? If you'd like to tag me in the chat with a question, we have a few extra minutes, or any other contributions, I'll shout them out. Whichever. Broseph says, why do you think you have a different feeling about Wolong compared to
my
critics
god.
on Metacritic that rate it
That's bait. That's bait.
Because again,
my boy. It's bait.
oh my gosh.
Whoa. This dude is an actual animal,
Why
man.
do you think you have a different feeling about Wolong compared to critics and users on Metacritic that rate it an 81 to 85 out of 100? Because again, oh my gosh, excuse me. Because again, you're in a situation where things are the market is massively oversaturated with this style of game. Okay, just being honest. And the people who are likely reviewing the games are fan of the genre and are dying for more. I'm not. I'm a fan of the genre. I'm not dying for more.
Yeah, Jasper is still alive. We saw him like yesterday or something.
I would rather
He was there. He was pretty much alive, unfortunately.
wait for the best. You know what I'm saying? Wait for the best. Wait for that.
Hello,
alone
my
DLC,
children.
And play that really good one, because you know it's going to be stressful, and you know it's going to be time consuming, and you know it's going to be grindy, and it's going to be annoying, and you know you got to persevere. I'd rather wait for the best rather than play the discount store version. I'm sorry, that's just my mentality.
You are playing it though.
Play enjoyable things on my streams, and then when I'm going to actually put myself out to a situation where it's difficult, play it because I'm playing the best one.
You are playing it today though. After these rants that are 20 to 40 minutes at this point, over an hour, whatever, he's still playing it today. And he might even play it in the future because he said that he will.
But that's what I mean, like, why bother? The three people who are reviewing it 8 out of 10, I'm sorry, but have you know, do they play anything else? Or is it just, oh, and relative to all the other FromSoft knockoff games, this is an 8 out of 10. Well, good for you. Maybe
they just rated it based on its own merits and don't compare literally everything to fucking FromSoft games like this dude.
it has a higher rating, because take a look at the ones that came out last year, like Thymesia and shit. That game was boring as dirt. I watched someone play it for 3 hours. Seriously. I was falling the fuck asleep how bad that game was. So
you're falling asleep on your own stream, so that doesn't say much. And you claim that you have a ton of fun on your streams that you fall asleep on. So I don't know. I don't really trust you. And also, him watching somebody else for 3 hours didn't happen. That just didn't happen.
All the knockoffs around you are bad. The slightly better knockoff ends up feeling like gold, right? It definitely could be the situation where it gets pushed up and propelled because everything around it is inferior. From Chocolate Fuzz. Thank you, Chocolate Fuzz. That is the biggest contribution of the day. Let's get you on the leaderboard. Let's see what you have to say.
There we go. We got a 10, you guys. It's a massively successful stream. And there's something, it kind of looks like hair dye. Or maybe it's just his hair is thin. But it looks like hair nets. On this side of his face, you can see it now. Where like his hair just becomes like super transparent at some point. It almost looks like there's like paint on it for somebody to try and like fill it up because there was a gap. It's like really weird. I've been noticing it this whole time. It looks very strange. And of course, like his hairline is bent. It looks all weird and shit. But that's just like DSP.
Oh! Okay.
He said all the things he hates about Wolong about Neo 1 and 2 and Elden Ring. I just rewatched Hyde for all 3 games. Amazing how he forgets. He was talking about like the camera being bad, controls being clunky, it not being fair, and this and this and this. So yeah.
It says, you say sometimes watching the old DSP makes you cringe, and it was all toilet humor, etc. Actually, that's not what I say. I say it was all sexual humor, racial humor, and things that by today's standards is pretty unacceptable.
Yeah, because today is just toilet humor.
Personally, I'm almost 30. I still watch your early playthroughs and I crack up. There's something about early DSP I feel was like lightning in a bottle. I honestly sometimes miss that. And
it's genuine. That's what it was. That's what it was. He was genuine. He was actually himself. He didn't hold back. And now he does nothing but just be toxic and bitter.
You are now, but I don't think the older stuff was bad. I love it dearly. Again, I agree with you, but the thing is you have to change with the times. You have to. You have to read the room, change with the times. And
read the room, by the way, DSP. Mr. Please tell me when I do something wrong because I don't have enough self-awareness, to the point where he lost all of his friends and everybody that had some sort of respect for him in real life. That's Mr. Read the Room. He knows all about it.
Roll with the punches. If I were today the same person I was 10, 15 years ago, number one, everyone would say, you know, you never changed, you never evolved, and therefore your shtick is up. You're a dinosaur. You're not entertaining anymore. That'd be number one. Number two, I'd be canceled immediately and banned. Like the stuff that I used to say and do back on YouTube 10, 15 years ago, today likely would not even be allowed on this site. They wouldn't allow it. They say, oh, it's too insensitive and stuff. Even though you got to remember, back in the day, there were no guidelines like that whatsoever, right? Unless you were outright being actually purposefully racist or sexist.
Like you?
You know, humor was allowed. Any kind of joking nature was allowed. And the fact that, you know, I told everyone back then, I was an equal opportunity offender. Meaning, hey, you can offend me in my own race. You can make fun of white people. You can make, I'm mostly Italian. Make fun of the Italian heritage. I don't
What about making fun of your gout?
care. I'll laugh with it, and I'll roll with those punches.
Making fun of your snorts that you seemingly can't contain?
But also, you know, everyone else is equal opportunity as well.
No,
Everyone
that-
get
no.
Get razzed, basically.
That's not what he fucking did.
In my content, everyone's gonna get it. Everyone did really get it at some point. No one was immune to it. You know what I'm saying? And back then, no one took offense. The height of my
And bro, like, even on 1.5, I could see him pick his ear and then wipe it on his jammies. It's ridiculous.
popularity was when I was the most offensive. That's the truth. At the height of my popularity was when I was the most offensive. And then, you know, over
Yeah, if you're at your most popular when you're the most offensive, you don't have a lot to offer. So people just show up for the shock shit. You don't have much to offer in any other way. If you gotta be offensive to get any kind of popularity.
the years, everyone yelled at me, oh, you're too offensive. You got to dial it down. You got to realize that things are changing with culture and everything. You got to change. All right, fine. I will evolve as a person. And now I look back and I do cringe. I look at that stuff and I'm like, it's hard for me to do like a react of my older playthroughs because
You were in your 30s, Phil. You weren't 16 or 20 or 25. He was in his 30s.
like 40% of the time I'm going to be making a sexual comment about a woman, which is like so stupidly immature. I'm going to be talking about someone's race, all the, you know, the accents I used to do constantly.
He still does that. Still does Asian accents, still brings up people's race for no reason.
I make fun of them and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Still do that.
You know, that's life, though, is that things change over time. And you know what? I'll say this as well. I will say this as well. All right, in life, and I know this now because I'm old enough to know this at 40 years old, there is a pendulum. And that pendulum swings back and forth, my friends. It goes like this, okay?
My friends.
Sometimes it's in the middle.
Hello,
and
my
sometimes it's all the
children.
way to one way.
Yes,
And sometimes
everyone.
it's
Yes.
all the way to the other way. It's human culture. That culture evolves and changes and then goes in this cycle of back and forth and back and forth. All right? Just because things are a certain way 10 years ago doesn't mean things will be the same way today. Doesn't mean they'll be the same way in another 10 years. Things definitely change over time. And the most extreme swings happen when it swings so extremely to the other side as well.
He's been watching like Joe Rogan or something. Because I've heard this same point on Joe Rogan. Like literally the same point. In this exact way.
Right now,
Except Joe Rogan actually talks to people. So this ends up looking like
are absolutely
some weird like basic bitch opinions on the world.
in an extreme swing situation where all of media companies, entertainment companies seem to all want to be going towards one way. And you guys know I'm not political, and I'm not going to I'm not criticizing anything. I'm just telling
I'm
you.
not political, you guys.
That's 1,000,000% the truth. Because you look at some of the stuff that's being made and produced out there, like, what is this content? Who is it for exactly, right? With the stuff that they're doing.
What do you mean? What are we talking about?
Notable figure.
Oh, we're gonna talk about race swapping. Okay.
Gender or a different race or a different stance or whatever it may be. Why are we doing that, right? There's obviously something going on here, right? And that's the way that everything is swinging. And you could agree with it or disagree with it, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. That's your ability as a human to say, I really like that, or man, I really hate that. Okay? Me, you guys know me. I'm kind of in the middle of everything, and I almost feel like I'm an outside observer. I don't think that the extremes either way are correct. Okay? But I see, 10 plus years ago on YouTube, things were very much one way. Then
Phil doesn't think extremes are correct, you guys. He's not an extremist. Well, good.
all of a sudden, the culture of the world
I'm not an extremist, you guys.
decided to change, and now we're all the way the other way. And now you've got, because what's funny is, can I?
What does he think in 10 years everybody's gonna be throwing around the N-word like it's nothing?
Now, because now you're gonna like this one.
Oh, they're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
like
but
this
I feel
one.
The vast majority of people that people find entertaining today are bland. They're boring. They are talking heads being paid to give you an opinion on something. They are not people being honest with you. They are paid advertisements.
And Phil is too scared to give you his actual opinion because then somebody who gives him a lot of money is just gonna stop giving him a lot of money.
Those are the popular people today.
So he's kind of the opposite.
But they're boring. They're like
so
dry
boring,
toast,
dude.
Right? These aren't people who are interesting. But yet they're the top people. How do these people have millions of subscribers on YouTube, tens of thousands of viewers on Twitch? You watch their content, it puts you right to sleep. But that's who's on
Do they sleep on their own streams?
top, and they stay on top. Why do you think they stay on top? Right? Why do you think?
And I mean, this is just like narcissism, dude. This is just narcissism. Nobody fucking respects me because I'm too real. I'm too straight up. I've watched enough Onision to know. This dude is just like Onision minus the sexual abuse and grooming.
They get the promotion. They get all the opportunity.
In the confidence. He's just like the most like worthless, insecure narcissist on the internet.
They're getting all
He's basically a waste of narcissism.
all the money.
He could have been another Andrew Tate if he had some kind of fucking swag. He's complete waste. God should have given somebody else the narcissism. Somebody who actually like would do something with it and make a lot of money. At least. And this dude just like wasted it all on nothing.
Take a wild guess, because that's again culture shifts. All right,
Yeah,
but that might not last forever. In fact, I will guarantee you it won't last forever. It's gonna shift again.
How?
That's how
What
culture
is
goes.
gonna
Back
be?
and forth and back and forth.
He's really mad he can't say the races he hates.
We know the races he hates. It's everybody fucking race. Everything. Because he gotta point them out constantly.
So right now we're all the way over here, and then eventually we're gonna go all the way back here, and then sometimes we'll be in the middle, and that's when you gotta kind of read the room and understand what's going on.
Bro, you don't read the
All right,
room.
So, you know, you watch who you watch, you like who you like, but when I look at all the content out there that's to be chosen, and you're like, you know, 10 years ago, DSP was one guy. Yeah, because back then, you had to read the room. People wanted the risque, extreme content. My viewership back then was a lot of teenagers. So, doing the stupid sexualized commentary and that constant kind of joke, that's what got me popular, all right? Then over time, things change. You got to adjust. You got to change. It just so happens I became the whipping boy of the internet with This Is How You Don't Play.
All right,
This Is
there
How
we
You Don't
go.
Play never happened.
There we
I
go.
would be in a much bigger, better position than I am.
That's wrong. That's wrong. But yeah, if Evil AJ is watching, DSP's downfall is exclusively your fault. And I guess you can flex on it. You can flex with it.
Being that I'm a 15-year content creator, I'd probably be very large. I guarantee you.
No. No. But that's the reality is you don't. The reality is you have people like me who are drinking a fucking beer and smoking a cigarette and telling you you're a fat retard. That's the reality. And you have to live in this reality, not in the other made-up reality where you're actually successful. Because that's not the actual reality. And this is the actual reality. I hate to break it to you. Actually, I like to break it to you.
If This Is How You Don't Play never happened, I'd be a million sub YouTuber right now.
No. You're too boring. You're too fucking bland. You're too terrified of looking stuff up. You're too narcissistic. You're too smug. You're too arrogant. And you can't network for shit. So you would be probably... If This Is How You Don't Play didn't happen, he would be much worse than he is now. Because he wouldn't even have trolls. He would be one of those dudes that used to have a channel and now he gets like 12 views. And he wouldn't even be making videos anymore. He would just be doing something else. This is some ridiculous shit. Big ups Fabio for the sub, dude.
But that movement destroyed.
Yeah, the movement. People making fun of him for being trash at video games and being toxic and not learning anything, that was a movement.
That was towards me.
Well, you know, I gotta be honest, it was the most grassroots thing he's ever produced. Because that was just organic. It was a bunch of people seeing him be terrible at games, and by extension, showing some traits of being a bad person, and then they're like, wait, this dude is fucking trash, man, let's make fun of him. And there we are now here, generations after fucking, like, a bunch of troll channels. The king of, what was it, like, the king of divas HD from way back in the day, DSP cult leader, which is like, in what, like 2010? Yeah, we're like how many generations of trolls later, and we're still watching him and fucking call him out on his bullshit.
And it made it okay to hurt me. That literally is justified attack, justified harassment.
It's not justified. Honestly, I don't want him to get better. If somebody like fucking Craig was asking me why do I do this, it's because it's fun. It's because I can't feel bad about what I do. Because he's trash. He's never gonna get better. And I really don't fucking care about giving him feedback that he's gonna follow because he won't. So fuck him.
Justified bullying because people on the internet made it a meme to do it.
A meme. He doesn't even know what a meme is.
And
despite being one.
You know, then you look at the content today. Well, this is what you get. When you take people who are genuine and you take people that did it for passion and you instead take the most cookie cutter, bland, cardboard, boring, dry toast, you know.
Right.
You're going to get the most crappy content, but it's all ads. Enjoy your ads. I warned people about this 10 years ago. I absolutely did. I warned people about this a decade ago. I said, this will happen. You know, no matter what. But people didn't listen. They did not listen. Instead, oh, let's keep going with the hype and we'll destroy these people and we'll let these people become prominent. And this is, you know, and hey, the biggest shills, the biggest sellouts will be the ones because they're the ones who will always do what they're told, right? The people who are kissing W. Why do you think they're all saying positive things about it? And then in another week or two when the game comes out, all the truth negative reviews will come out. That's what happens, you know? But that's life. Me 10 years ago, was it good for the time? Yes. Is it good for me now? No. I wouldn't even do that now. Even if that was popular today, I wouldn't be like that. That's not me anymore. I mean, every once in a while, is it okay to shove in a little risque joke or whatever? Yes, that's okay for variety purposes. But I'm very much not that immature-minded guy anymore.
He's not an immature-minded guy anymore. Just take that as you wish.
Just not. I don't think that way anymore.
Right.
In the last 10 to 15 years of my life, I've changed and matured as a person. 40-year-old DSP doesn't think the same way as 27-year-old DSP when he's playing a game. You understand? A bunch more tips have come in.
Hey, we got a lot of tips. That's a super hot stream.
From Big Papa Phil, Magical Drop 6 is coming out soon on PC.
We don't care.
To play that game with again. With it. Reached a tier 3 tip goal today. Would I consider playing Wolong? It has nothing to do with tip goals.
Nothing to do with tip goals, even though he brought up last time that that Wolong got less money than Oblivion. But he just brought it out of nowhere just because, by the way.
It has to do with, am I enjoying the game, and are you enjoying my gameplay?
Why does he talk to us like he's my dad? Well, because he believes he has some sort of authority, because he is quote-unquote old and wise, and he's been through the ringer, and he's suffered a lot, as he's sheltered in his own reality, not just in the gated community. He legitimately, like, when I say he's delusional, I mean it. I mean he is delusional. Delusion is convincing yourself that things that are not based in reality are actually real. And he has done this with many, many things.
Of it and
For a very simple example that he is successful.
Engaging with it. Because what I've noticed is these last few streams of Wolong, that's the opposite. People are basically disengaged. They're barely even paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I got a $1 tip here. It wasn't clever or satirical. Let's see here.
Oh, it's a troll.
So, someone tipped $1 and says, the biggest problem with your older commentary, it wasn't clever or satirical. It was offensive. Like things that could be considered racism or sexism. Nothing was poignant commentary like a South Park joke or a David
Yes. That's the whole fucking thing. And it's the same thing now.
Well, I mean, I hate to say, you're right. Because definitely as I'm
there you go.
Truth, and when giant testicles are crushing my body, or supposedly, you know, your mother's naked, elongated boobs are crushing you during a boss fight.
Wait.
The epitome of smart humor.
Wait. Dude, at this point, he's just missing the point on purpose. He's literally missing the point on purpose. Because that dude made a good point, and we're deflecting with a random, out-of-context bit from South Park. A show that is known for going to the extremes to make a satire and social commentary of reality. We are literally missing the point on purpose. Just because the dude shut him the fuck down.
Right? I mean, that's just like top cream of the crop, intelligent commentary humor. There you go. I don't have to say anything else. I'm done on that statement. What a...
And there we go. And this is it. This was his response. The dude called him out and was like, hey, Phil, the shit, you know, your problem is that it was just like edgy for the sake of being edgy. It was just Chicky Chang Wang and calling people faggots. Well, yeah, but South Park, poopy butthole and ballsack.
Okay.
Wow.
I received another $10 tip from Chocolate.
Imagine being fucking so cucked on your own stream by a dude who sent you $1. And you're not even gonna get $1. He's gonna get 60 cents. And he was fucking cucked.
Buzz. Last thing, sorry for...
Oh, yes, everyone, yes.
Yes, everyone, yes.
Length. Okay, he's got another $10 tip. Let's play another animation. Let's see what he has to say.
Let's play the animation.
Here we go. Thank you for the support today, everybody.
But that's when he's self-aware, by the way. I would like to point this out. When he is self-aware, he does this thing where he can roast himself. He can make the self-deprecating jokes. But when somebody else says the same thing, it's offensive. So he can say, oh yeah, back in the day I was just like talking trash. I was being an edgelord because my audience demanded it. And then a dude would be like, hey, Phil, back in the day, you were an edgelord, and it wasn't really funny. You were just being an edgelord. And then that is not actual criticism. You can only say this about yourself.
Always great to see the support.
That's him being self-aware. Because he isn't actually self-aware. It's just mimicking self-awareness.
Okay. That's the same thing they say about modern comedians and expect them to apologize on Twitter for a joke they do not need to apologize for. Being canceled is a silly concept. Then again, I don't have a public business. Do you think if you didn't have to rely on a PC audience, you would be a little more unleashed? Love you, DSP.
No.
Again, here's the thing. Modern me is not the same as old me. I know that for a fact. You know, but at the same time, does it suck that you have to, like, walk on eggshells? That you might accidentally say something in a way that's misconstrued and someone thinks that it's something horrible that it's not? Yeah, it's terrible.
Like what? When you call your viewers lazy, and then you have to make an hour-long apology, but then also deflect on a bunch of stuff? When you beg for money and people make a clip of it and show it to other people, and those people are like, hey, this guy is a bad guy, and then you need to make an apology, and your own fans that enjoy you need to write you emails about it? Is that how self-aware you are?
Terrible that I'm a public figure in 2023 and I have to literally watch every single thing I say and do, and I have to be like so careful. It's like, do I want to live in a fucking bubble?
You already do. And it's also not that hard. It's not that hard.
You know what I mean? No, I don't want to live in this protective bubble where now I have to be so afraid of anything that I say.
Oh, so afraid. Are you this impulsive? Yes. The answer is yes. He is that impulsive.
Screen it with 10 fucking sensors.
He went bankrupt getting exploited on gacha games. So yes, he is that impulsive.
To make sure it's okay before it can be thrown out onto the internet. That's ridiculous, right? It's a stupid thing. But that's kind of how you feel. Like, by the way, I definitely would not. That's what I mean, like with Twitch. At least on YouTube. YouTube, from my experience, and maybe this will change, in my experience, YouTube gives you a fair shake. Okay, if YouTube deems you've done something...
Is that why you hide your begging segments? Is that why we do unrecorded videos on purpose? Is that why you go back and you delete old private videos that you've made? Is that why you get community guidelines violations and certain videos are now gone and you can't find them? Is that why? Because YouTube is fair?
Wrong or offensive. They notify you about it. They even tell you the video and what you did wrong. All right? And sometimes YouTube is very fair about it.
That's also blatantly incorrect, because there's so many people that have gone demonetized on videos they spent like actual tens of hours editing because of unexplained reasons. It just goes demonetized.
They'll even say, okay, we identified that this is kind of ridiculous, but we're just going to flag it, you know, for adults. So now you can't make ad revenue on that video anymore, but at least the video's not blocked. At least you're not getting strikes and getting your channel taken down. You know what I'm saying? On Twitch, it's just...
And Twitch, yeah,
you're
Twitch.
Over there, you don't even say the thing that someone says you said, and then they just take your channel down. And then it's up to you after the fact to complain for them to fix their own mistake. That's the problem with a business model like theirs, where it's run by fucking, you know, volunteers and shit like that. We have volunteer moderators. On a $1 million to $1 billion company, we have volunteer moderators. Wow. You really sound really professional to me, don't you? You fucking idiots.
He's super positive today, by the way. You can't tell. He's in a great mood.
That's why, really, at this point, I would never want to go back over there. The only...
Bro, the question was, hey, Phil, how do you feel about having to censor yourself nowadays? And blah, blah, blah.
You know, Twitch is a bunch of fucking idiots. And here's the thing. I would never want to go back there.
I'm fucking skipping this. You can go fuck yourself.
I'm over there. You know what I'm saying? So, sized. But, you know.
It's a generic Twitch rant. Insert generic Twitch rant here. It's modular. It's like plug and play. Straight out the box. You know what I'm saying?
If I can avoid it, I like, you know, too much. You don't want it now. Cancel me here, cancel me there, throw me out of this, throw me out of that. Not yet. I'm still here.
I'm still here. What does this mean? I'm still here. Surviving isn't something to flex about. Unless you're like in a war zone or something. You're doing fucking YouTube videos, you fucking dumbass. And we're flexing about still existing. Well, great fucking job. Great job. Now you're gonna beg for tips in like 10 minutes from now.
Just to
you fucking waste.
Has not done that. And then anyways. rather have you stay on YouTube. It's easier to watch you here. All devices can have YouTube and run it smoothly, unlike Twitch. Exactly right. On Twitch, just to prove how unprofessional Twitch is, they still have not updated their site to have better bitrate. They still have not updated their apps and things to run better on devices. YouTube, arguably, you can watch anywhere. Their entire business. 2023, the optimal bitrate, any satisfaction there or anything. They just could. I think you can get, that'll level me up a little more for the Lubu fight. And Lubu fight is literally today. Like, that's it. That's what I'm doing today.
We're literally like, somehow we swung into, like, within 10 seconds.
Anyway, I think we're good. Flag every stream. Goals of like so many benefit day. We're at 376. It would be great if we hit 380 members.
And he's begging again. This same motherfucker that was flexing about surviving is begging now.
Overall, or the entire day.
Awesome.
I think it's more about small growth. If you can hit small growth goals of like just a few a day.
Yeah.
100 in a month. If you hit a few a day, that's more reasonable. Correct? So, could we hit 300?
Weeks ago he was complaining about algorithm.
He was complaining about it. He was complaining about shorts. He was complaining about being demonetized when he did the Pro Jared react. He was complaining about being demonetized off of reaction videos because he got his video claimed. He complains about YouTube all the time, but Twitch is always worse because they mistreated him. And everybody that mistreats him are going on a list.
80 members today.
And we're going through that list on a damn near daily basis.
Being a member, maybe consider it.
So many benefits. You should tell us what they are. And this is the stream, you guys. We couldn't have made this fucking fast. SoundCloud. Let's listen to this song, and I'm gonna go to sleep. No, not the old Philip, dude. Alright, thanks everybody for the stream. See you next time. Ah, yes, my children.
Hello, my children. Yes.
Quite frankly, those people who make that shit up should be sued. They should be sued into oblivion. But I'm not a rich man, and I don't have the means to do it. You know, some of that stuff out there has been insanely damaging and messed up. The things they said about me and my family, that's completely false. I love the horse. I love the horse. Corroboration for any of it. Who? I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce.
Hello, Jude.
Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. Gifted a body that has a lot of shortcomings, okay? Yes, that's true. Bad back injury. A severely herniated gout. You. Yes, that's true. Most days gout. Oozing with grit. Act like an ass. He's a racist. He's a sexist. He's a scammer. He's this. He's that. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Stupid mouth drooler. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. They...
See you, my children. Yes, that is true. See you next time.